Even someone as white passing as me has received Indian racism online. Okay, Kumar. If her parents didn't immigrate here, she'd be sleeping in cow shit with no rights. The irony. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
I got...
You're ready for... Go ahead.
I got a racist comment. Do you want to hear it?
What is it?
If her parents did not immigrate here, she would be sleeping in cow shit with no rights. The irony.
You will be sleeping in what?
In cow shit with no rights. The irony.
Oh, okay.
Is that true?
Cow shit? What does that mean?
They're saying if I was still in India with you, we would be sleeping with cows in shit. But you didn't have cows in your house, right?
We did have cows in our house. So big deal.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
The day of the sweep.
I was smiling through the whole intro with the Trump AI,
The Trump
Yeah.
kung fu. That's fucking great. I love it so much. I wish that guy would keep making more of them.
Oh yeah.
I kept looking for him, but I couldn't find any more.
Brought to you by Seedance.
Yes, brought to you by Seedance. The one of the limited uses of AI. The thing I posted to the cats in the like the racing was fucking brilliant. Like, hang on, I'll show it now. Before we get started, it really is the epitome of what this is used for. Like, this is why memory is so expensive. But I don't know. This stuff makes me feel like it's worth it.
Rouge at 310. The compression. Look at the big pushed into their rear. Cresting right up. Mr. Whiskers has gone light. He's airborne. Back down. How do they commit to this corner on household appliances?
Luna carried more speed through there than both leaders. Watch her, she's been quietly brilliant.
Arm through, let's come. Midnight defends
we're
the
drifting.
inside. Ginger
We're
Snap's still
drifting.
out there looking for any way by.
And watch the white
Everybody
Persian Luna.
sideways.
She's been sitting back in her lines through this middle sector.
The cat's fucking facing the wrong direction.
Double left. Midnight and Ginger Snap side by side. Midnight holds the middle. Ginger Snap trying the
She's
inside.
coming round the outside.
Launch him onto 330 flat.
Oh, Ginger Snaps is drifting.
Luna is right there. The white Persian
Oh,
is hunting down
they're all
Midnight.
streamlining.
Ginger Snap
They're all
watching
trying to get
drafting
into
now.
this.
Yeah.
Quickest count on track for the last 10 laps. Midnight and Ginger Snap spent so much energy fighting each other. They've let her into this battle. The Persian is coming priorities.
Anyway, you get the point. But yes, I agree. It's the true calling of AI. Hey, Daisy, how you doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome. Fallen's here. Welcome, man. And of course, as always, Costy's here. Hey, man, how you doing?
Hi, friend.
Hello.
Hey, friends. All right, let's get started. We'll go through the uncategorized bollocks first. This is leftovers from last week.
That looks like they found her body to me, guys.
They did not find her body. We still do not know where Nancy Guthrie is, but I think everybody's moved on. I mean, she's dead.
That's that grayest
Oh yeah.
She's
Totally.
dead. Like, I saw some person saying that they tracked like a police helicopter doing like weird search patterns over a what was it? It was a landfill.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, oh my god, that's like in Arizona. Anything that happens in Arizona that's like mildly law enforcement related is immediately like, oh my god, it's found Nancy Guthrie.
Oh my god.
Like, it's sad, but yeah, she's dead. She dead. Like, there's no way they've kept this 84-year-old woman
Without her meds.
without her medication and her this pacemaker equipped 84-year-old woman with no medication, kidnapped for what are we, week 3 now?
Something like that. Yeah.
Like, she's dead. Like, it's sad, She's dead. I'm willing to bet she was dead shortly after being taken.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, and I wonder, like, I've seen some fucking insane shit. Oh, Costi says, I'm here reluctantly, still in a world of pain. Yes, your hernia surgery. Your hernia free.
You just need more morphine, my dude.
You need more drugs.
Hernia.
You need a little green whistle, and then you'll be good.
Yes.
I can recommend Dilaudid. I can recommend Propofol. Everything else,
I
no.
recommend drugs.
Everything else, no.
All the
Hydromorphone. It's great stuff. Anyway. But yeah, the dumbest theory I saw was someone posted a video of Savannah Guthrie interviewing Virginia Giuffre, and the post was, this woman, one of these women said that she like was hit by a bus and then said she wasn't suicidal and then killed herself. The other had her mother kidnapped. This is all Epstein related. Like, I was just like, God, nah. Everything is Epstein related now. So
Everything.
I mean, I guess it's a relief for the 9/11 people that I don't have to hear that everything's related to 9/11, except they've integrated that into 9/11 as well.
Oh God.
Epstein, the real Epstein, like
Epstein
Epstein's
did
original
9/11.
files were in World Trade Center 7. That's
Avoid
why that building was destroyed, and that's why there's a gap. Also, I don't know if I have it in the show. Let me just quickly check before I go to it. Like if it's not in the run sheet, then I won't. I'll talk about it when I get to the Epstein stuff. But if it is, it is. No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it under Epstein. But it's pretty fucking retarded.
Okay.
So yes, the retardation is increasing exponentially. It is quite a moral panic. Because Costi says I have Palexia and Endo. What the fuck's Palexia?
Better be good shit. Sounds like it's not good enough, but if you're still in pain, clearly it's not good enough.
Oh, it's a Panadol. Okay. It's an opioid analgesic. I know what Endone is. Endone's Oxy.
Decent stuff.
Yeah. Thermo dies, goes to koala heaven, then finds out that everything is Epstein related at all as well. Yeah. It goes all the way to the top. That reminds me of the. I'm pretty sure this is where Fallen got it from. But there's a joke. The conspiracy theorist goes to heaven, meets St. Peter at the gate, and says, "Oh, welcome to heaven." It lets him in. It says, "If you've got any questions, you can just ask God." So he quickly finds God and says, "All right." God says, "All right, have you got any questions?" He's like, "Yeah, I do. Who killed Kennedy?" And God says, "Well, it was Lee Harvey Oswald." And the conspiracy theorist goes, "Wow, this goes higher than I thought." Anyway, Elon Musk just said saving for retirement becomes pointless in 10 to 20 years. Yay! Not speculation, math. I'm so glad I have my superannuation that I won't need, apparently. Musk says, don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement like in 10 or 20 years. It won't matter. We've passed... Yeah, because he'll have all the money. We've passed the event.
Yes.
Elon Musk will own everything and you'll be happy.
He'll earn everything on Mars.
And you'll rent it from him.
Yes.
We passed the... That's what they meant by you will own nothing and you'll be happy. They meant Elon. We passed the event horizon. Retirement savings assumes scarcity persists. It won't. It will.
It always does.
Matter cannot be created or nor destroyed. There is always scarcity.
Yes, scarcity.
Until we get replicators, it's always going to be scarcity.
Even then, matter is a finite resource.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you talk about energy consumptions.
Granted, well, between energy and matter, there is no distinction.
Yeah.
True.
Matter is just energy.
Matter is energy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yes, convert. If you could convert matter to energy, then you can do it directly. But everything we do is turning matter into energy or energy into matter.
Yep.
So it's just inefficient.
Yep.
AI and robotics collapse labor costs to zero, living costs follow. So you still need power for these robots. Living costs follow.
Like a lot of power.
Unless the robots come with a mass die-off, like I know the predictions in like the 60s and 70s were like, oh, the Earth can only support 6 billion people, and we're at 9 billion or something. We're coming up on 9 billion population of Earth.
Yeah, it turns out we can
8.3 billion people. We're projected. Oh, it's slowed. Right now it's 8.3. We are projected to reach 9.7 by 2050. Anyway, if any of the things that we've said are true, saving and retirement will be irrelevant. If any of the things that we've said are true. The age of abundance is presented as physics, economic laws executing whether you believe them or not. 5,000 days, 14 years, global GDP uncaps, production approaches infinite net worth as concept dies. I don't see it, and maybe it's a limitation of my brain, but I really don't see it. There are so many obstacles to this. Capital will still exist. It will just change form into robots. Like, instead of owning a factory, you will own robots. Somebody has to own those robots. So in communist country, in China, it'll be the state, and in the US, it'll be Elon.
Right.
So there has to be someone that holds on to that invests in the capital. Because the idea that, a robot can just build a new robot. No, that's not how that works.
That's not how
a robot factory has to be built. Someone has to expend capital to do that. That capital is intended to make a return.
And let's not talk about the energy.
Like, no one does anything for free. It's like an iron law of the universe. The retirement you're building towards assumes costs stay high. They collapse. It assumes costs stay high because that is what has happened throughout all of human history. Costs go up. And your savings designed for expensive scarcity become irrelevant in cheap abundance. Well, in cheap abundance, then I have more abundance. If costs go low. But that doesn't happen. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. And if you believe Elon Musk, give me your money because you won't need it for retirement. Like, fucking hell. Like, this is dangerous retard shit.
Retardation and highest order.
Apparently, I can't show you the video, but there was a curling controversy the last 2 weeks.
The Winter Olympics.
At the Winter Olympics, yeah.
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
Blame Canada.
So, apparently, the Canadians are dirty fucking cheaters, and the only reason we know is because Sweden set up a surveillance operation to catch them.
Seems that everything's gone wrong since Canada came along. Blame Canada.
Indeed. Yep. That angle was pre-prepared by the Swedes. It's not a usual angle. The Canadians didn't know this angle existed. Oh, one of you's going to jail.
Not me.
It's usually from the front where it's impossible to see a touch. Swedes stated in the post-match interview that they made it into a big deal because the Canadians have done this before in other games. The refs never act, and they wanted to force them to more actively rule the game. Rule the games. Swedes can be heard during the game saying that it's fine. Magnus is recording for the guy from Swedish television operating the camera from that angle. This was pre-planned and expected. It's the reason why Oscar is so confident that it's on camera. Which is hilarious. So, dirty, cheating Canadians.
Yep. You're not allowed to touch the curling stone once you've let it go. But Canada gave it a tiny little push.
So, interestingly enough, I have read up on the rules of curling, of course.
We're all experts now.
Yeah. Let me put on my curling expert hat and get my curling broom.
Yep.
It's the one game my wife
Time
would be
for sweeping.
One sport my wife would be amazing at.
Oh God.
It's for the women's. Isn't there an episode of The Simpsons where Marge is like a curling fucking champion?
Yes.
Probably. That show's been
Yeah,
going for
there
40
is.
years.
Yeah,
so
it's like
probably-
37 episodes, 37 seasons. So of course there's an episode of The Simpsons where insert blank happens.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, you can touch the stone again before it passes the hog line.
Yeah.
So the hog line is that like sort of thick coloured line that the stone glides past. But Canada was touching it after the line. Like once it's on any part of it's on the hog line,
Yeah.
that is counted as past the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a
It
line
doesn't
at
have
the
to
start.
fully pass the line.
Yeah.
So,
It just there's a line at the start of the track.
yeah, because there was much internet arguing about what past the line means.
Yeah. On the line is past the line. So
That's
don't
why
touch it.
writing laws specifically is important.
Yep.
So, Taos Punk says curling is the best winter sport. Actually, you know what? I agree.
Yeah.
You don't. There's no injuries. Then again, I did see someone tear their ACL playing poker. So,
what?
you guys didn't see that video? There's a. Let me find it.
Oh. Torn ACL during.
Oh no, I've got it. I've got it here. It's not going to be hard to find. I bookmarked it. So, it was during this.
See what Justin's going to do with it. He's just going to limp in and call here on the button.
What you got? 3? I should have started with about 3.2.
So he's got a pair of 8s. Let me just fast forward a bit.
He's gone all in. So again,
They went all in.
Just a moment ago, we saw Alec Corelli get eliminated with the 2 overcards.
That's all right. I got it. Okay.
We've got the same exact scenario this time.
You watch. I'll get a fucking copyright strike from this.
Something's gonna happen when he sits down or gets up.
So good.
No, if they're both standing.
Now we just got to dodge a king or a jack.
Your ACLs can go at any point, but I'm just thinking, like,
So the guy at
It's
the
hard-
bottom is Justin. In the grey is Justin.
I've seen too many
White
ACLs
shirts, Alex.
get busted in real life. Like, it always creeps me.
Can he escape the 10? Back-to-back double.
Absolute insane fucking.
Both times, man. Just
And there we go. He just did his ACL celebrating. But it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay because he just won $6 million.
You can afford the surgery. You'll be back up again in 6 months. You good?
Anyway, yes, you can tear your ACL winning at poker.
Oh yeah, I've seen it happen just with people walking. Like it's nasty.
I did see a hilarious meme of the ice dancers falling over, and someone put in like the Canadian guy with the finger, like hitting them, just like poking their skates just before they fell over. It was brilliant cut. Like it's brilliantly done. Like I just had the boink, and they fall over.
Very nice.
Which I doubly can't play because not only will the fucking Olympics strike me, the fucking music they use in their set will also be fucking strong. Today, the Department of War will execute Operation Windlord, the first C-17 airlift of a nuclear reactor, in partnership with the Department of Energy and Valar Atomics. 3 C-17 Globemasters carrying the 8 modules of the Ward 250 reactor will fly from March Air Force Base to Hill Air Force Base. I feel like the US has started to do what the Ukrainian drone people do with like the cool fucking intros and like, oh yeah, like separate departments having like sizzle reels.
Right.
I don't think there's anything more in this, is there? No, it's just the logo. But yeah, anyway, they moved a reactor by plane, which is, I guess, tempting fate. But who's going to fuck with an Air Force C-17? So, my Tesla tried to drive me in a lake today. Full self-drive version 14.2.2.4. Oh, that's not a road. That's a fucking lake.
Google Maps says it's a road.
Just tried it again during the day, same direction, and it completely skipped the boat ramp. My guess is that it can actually see the driveway up ahead in the daytime, or could more clearly see the lake. Part 2. So this is the...
Alright, here's the destination. And let's go. Driveway's up there. Here's the boat ramp. There's a car behind me probably being like, what the heck? All right. I had to stop. There's the lake's right there, but there you go.
Yeah. I don't...
Right.
Self-drive is one of those things that sounds real easy. But when it comes to doing it technically, it's really not. There's a reason Tesla's been having so much fucking trouble with it. Andrew Tate was shocked that clavicular could only rep 135 pounds for 3 reps. What's that? 2.2?
It's like 60 kilograms.
60 kilos? Jesus.
Well,
Yeah,
Nothing.
I don't know how much clavicular weighs. Like, he's got to weigh more than 60
he's openly
kilos.
on steroids. Maybe he doesn't do any fucking resistance training.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he could be on steroids for recovery, not muscle growth.
Yeah.
But even so,
Tired
60
of the
kilos
lawyer.
is weak shit.
I'll tell you that. Free G line.
Like, I'm pretty sure he's taller than Andrew.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it,
Or
get
as
it,
tall.
get it, get it.
He clearly weighs more than 60.
No.
Maybe it's a lactic acid
Almost.
thing.
Fuck, was that 7?
Like, maybe he's fucked. Because, I mean, clavicular's fucked his body. Like, fully.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
the
100%.
guy's sterile.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something about his body. Like, it's just, his muscles just fucking don't have any endurance.
Yeah. Could be it.
Don't do this.
Myron Baines, this is my biggest dream to come see you. So I wanted to ask you a quick question real quick.
Just look at the fucking...
What are you doing? My notes. I'm pulling up my notes.
Nah, man, nah. You gotta chill out.
Okay,
You
my
gotta chill
bad,
out, bro.
So
What's
like,
wrong with you? like what the, like, what's wrong with you?
Okay,
bro?
no, I was about to ask a question, fam.
I got something to give you. I just love the people who react, though.
That's situational awareness. He's reaching into his bag. You get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of the way.
Fresh, damn it.
I don't blame him.
Myron Baines, this is my biggest
Myron Baines.
dream to come see you. So I
Not
wanted
even his real name.
to ask you a quick question real quick.
Dude, this chick in the red is like,
Yeah,
I'm the fuck out of here.
What are you doing?
She from the block. She knows what's gonna happen.
She's like, there's some violence about to go down.
Yep.
Emergency crews were responding to an explosion at the Abundant Life Fellowship Church on New York 12. 5 people confirmed injured, with up to 13 requiring medical attention. 2 medical helicopters have been requested. How does a fucking church explode?
Gas.
Yeah, it must
You're
be.
hoping it's gas.
Yeah. An investigation is underway after California high school seniors posed for a photograph spelling out faggots. High school seniors were posing for a class photo spelling class of 2026, always legit. Students rearranged themselves to spell a slur, which the principal called unacceptable. School officials say every student in the photo has been punished. Aww.
Look at them. Oh, they're all white, of course.
Yeah, of course.
10 students who attend Redwood High School seated together, spelling out the derogatory word. Redwood seniors were posing for a class-wide photo that day, spelling out the phrase class of 2026, always.
Anyway, I think that's hilarious.
It's FAG 6 OTS. That's right. It's not actually the word.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I know.
2 faggots, yeah.
Yes.
James Talco was lying to everyone this week about a interview he did on Stephen Colbert. He said, "Oh, the FCC wouldn't let the interview air." When apparently all that happened was so CBS called out their own host Stephen Colbert and Dem candidate James Tallarico for lying by claiming Trump's FCC blocked their interview from airing on TV. In a statement, CBS said Colbert was not prohibited from broadcasting the interview with Rep. James Tallarico. The show was provided legal guidance that the broadcast could trigger the FCC's equal time rule for the other two candidates, including Representative Jasmine Crockett, my girl, and presented options for how equal time for other candidates could be fulfilled. So he didn't want to have Jasmine Crockett on, so he just made an excuse and posted online.
Yeah. So
this was entirely this was an op. This entire thing was an op. This was always intended to happen because the primaries, voting in the primary, the Democratic primary in Texas for the Senate seat started on Tuesday. So,
yep.
Anyway, so yes, leave Jasmine alone. Colbert, Stephen Colbert,
Mr. Colbert.
Mr. Colbert. Anyway, Bill Mitchell says, can someone please translate what the hell she's talking about?
I think what we identify is that in a rules-based order, hypocrisy is vulnerability. And so I think what we are seeking is a return to a rules-based order that eliminates the hypocrisies around when too often in the West we look the other way for inconvenient populations to act out these paradoxes.
What?
Huh? Okay.
Yeah. What was the question? I forgot what the question was. He was responding to something because Vance kind of. I think Vance was asked about this as well.
Some attempts at translation. Something along the lines of, in a truly rules-based international or societal order, hypocrisy makes the system vulnerable because it undermines legitimacy. So the West should stop being hypocritical. But even those paraphrases admits it's muddled and vague. One joke replied, "It's unburdened by what is."
I
think this is close to what she did actually mean. But this is a dumb fucking take. Hypocrisy.
Well, she is dumb.
We've proven hypocrisy doesn't matter. Hypocrisy doesn't matter to your enemies, and it doesn't actually matter to your allies either.
Yeah.
Hypocrisy is a function of the system. South Korea's former president Yoon Suk Yeol found guilty of leading an insurrection and sentenced to life imprisonment for declaring martial law in 2024. Do you guys remember this? This was
vaguely.
Yeah. So he sent he sent South Korean special forces dressed as North Koreans to lock down the legislature, but someone found out and they managed to like scatter and reconvene it another day, and the whole thing fell apart. So he still declared martial law, and then the next day, so he declared martial law. The legislature met to overrule the martial law declaration. To prevent that, he sent special forces dressed as North Koreans to do an insurrection.
Yeah, nothing sus.
And got busted. And now he's spending the rest of his life behind bars, which I find fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was part of the far right in Korea, the People's Power Party. So obviously the
People's Power Party does not sound like a far right party.
You would think not.
It sounds like a far left party.
Yes, you would think so, but it's we're looking at it right now. That was the Koreans' version of the Republicans, or the far it was their conservative party.
So it's the core Republicans,
possibly.
Core Republicans.
Because he was independent. He was independent before he became president, and then after president. But
that's how it always works.
He ran with the conservatives.
Anyway, German Chancellor Merz says, "I want real names on the internet. I want to know who's speaking." Oh, it's in German, so it doesn't matter.
Ich bin einer. Fuck you.
Ich wante you die anonymize. Anyway. The Chicago NFL Bears team is set to leave the city for Indiana. No, they are not. This is incorrect.
Is my face straight? Okay.
No, it's gay.
The Chicago Bears are going to remain the Chicago Bears. Their new stadium will be built in Indiana, which is 20 minutes away from like downtown Chicago. Like, yeah, here we go.
But it's a different state.
Sorry, 36 minutes away.
Yeah, they're going to
literally just across the border. So it's still the Chicago Bears. They're not going to suddenly be the Indiana Bears, but they're going to play in Indiana, which is hilarious.
And the state of Indiana is going to benefit from that.
That's right. Severe thunderstorms unleashed multiple tornadoes, large hail, and damaging wind gusts across the Ohio Valley on Thursday, making it the most significant weather outbreak of 2026 so far. I don't play weather footage anymore. This week, we will introduce the... so Thomas Massey says he's going to introduce the No Immunity for Glyphosate Act. So, Glyphosate Act, to undo the recent executive order which promotes glyphosate, Roundup, and insulates the manufacturers from liability. Manufacturers? I thought that was just owned by fucking Monsanto.
No, but anyone who produces glyphosate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbicide glyphosate is one of the most like yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what glyphosate is like Roundup is very interesting for those people who aren't aware. So Monsanto came up with glyphosate as a treatment, like as a herbicide, and it kills everything. It kills everything except the Roundup resistant crops, which are made and sold by Monsanto. Oh, it's Bayer now. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's fine. Bayer has never done anything bad. Bayer's completely blameless. They've never done anything wrong, like, you know, help gas the Jews.
Didn't do nothing.
Now, I just want to say I'm not saying that term. I'm saying that's what happened. I'm not saying to gas the Jews. Just for the feds who are listening. A French soldier has died after being accidentally shot in the head during a drunken evening in barracks. Dude, is this someone playing
Russian roulette?
Various soldiers had obtained alcohol and been drinking over the course of the evening. While the soldiers were playing a game aimed at testing people's reactions, a loaded handgun was discharged and a bullet struck Langbein in the head. Absolute fucking morons.
Dodge this.
Yeah.
Matrix style. Dodge this.
Yeah, Bayer invented heroin. That's right. Thanks, guys. Small town mayor charged after teen girl caught him sniffing her underwear.
Chip.
Dude, his name is Wesley. His name is Wesley Dingus. What the hell?
Oh, God.
Dingus by name, Dingus by nature. A small town Ohio mayor is facing voyeurism charges after a suspicious teenage girl set up a secret camera and caught him sniffing her dirty. I do not understand this. Like, what the fuck? This is so creepy, man. Wesley Dingus, the mayor of rural Butler, Ohio, was busted after the girl, a relative in his care,
probably his niece or something,
right to jail.
Yep.
Hid a camera in her bedroom last month and allegedly caught him touching himself while smelling her dirty. Oh, dude.
Oh.
After police received the creepy footage, they visited the girl at high school, where she told them that she had set up the camera over suspicions that the 40-year-old mayor was going into her bedroom. Little did she know. She left home at around 7, got a notification of motion detected in her room just 15 minutes later. The next day, she received another alert at 7:17, and the video showing Dingus again in her room, smelling her worn underwear and touching his groin area. Dude.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Yep. Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. A relative in his care. I wonder what that fucking means.
Yeah, probably a niece or
a
cousin's kid or something like that.
College graduates are down, but not out of the job market. So there you go. College graduate The percentage of unemployed Americans with a 4-year college degree has hit a record in January. 36.6% of those 25 and older.
That's not good.
So if you've finished your 4-year degree, you're probably going to be 24. No, you should be 22.
21.
Yeah, 21, 20. So these have got to be people with master's degrees. Lol. That master's degree hasn't helped
Undergrad, well, I mean, depends. Some undergrads are 3.
Graduate
Some
degrees.
some undergrads are 4. Some, but you might master.
Well, this
masters
is
might be
4-year
4 or
college
5.
degrees. So this is
some bachelors are 4 degrees, but yeah, some.
this
some
is
might
because
have.
people with college degrees make a much larger share of the labour force than they used to. 45% of employed 25 and older Americans with bachelor degrees or higher was also near an all-time high. But observe the 2 lines together in a chart, and the picture is actually not exactly reassuring for college graduates.
Yeah.
Okay, so these two should be pretty close together.
Yeah, well, they're starting to.
The
converge
percentage
a
of
bit.
employed people 25 and over, and the percentage as a percentage of unemployed. Okay. Oof. But it's getting better. Wait, no.
Oh, actually, you want the black line to be lower.
Yeah, you want the black line to be lower. Yeah.
Yeah. The black line.
Yeah.
These should be wider apart.
Yeah. So college graduates make up a larger portion of the thing, but you want this to be lower. So they're making up more of the economy, but actually there's more of them unemployed.
Yeah.
So there's a massive surplus. So telling all your kids to go to fucking college and load on the debt has been stupid.
Dumb idea.
Go learn a trade. Go join the military or something.
Dude, go learn how to weld.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how many welders the US needs? Holy fuck.
Go do welding for 20, 30 years.
Unless, of course, you believe Elon Musk, and in 10 years, there's not going to be any welders.
Yeah. AI is going to weld itself.
That's why I think that fucking, like, that entire thing of, oh no, scarcity's coming. People will hear that and go, oh, why bother? Like, it's corrosive. It's corrosive to a society. Like, we need to join hands and march to the fucking future. And those hands need to be holding welding equipment and spanners. Influencer Bianca Diaz dies at 27 after undergoing major plastic surgery. She had a pulmonary embolism. So she had a blood clot that went to her lungs.
Ooh. Yep.
All surgery carries risk.
Yes.
Yep.
She had surgery and recovery at home. She had a pulmonary clot, had 2 seizures, and when she arrived at the hospital, she was no longer alive. So yeah, 27, all because she wanted to carve up, presumably a Brazilian butt lift or something. Something equally retarded.
Yeah.
Just go do squats. Go do squats. Build it up now.
When I grew up in the 80s, no one was getting these surgeries, and there were plenty of beautiful women to go around. The first person to get plastic surgery was 95. This was for a very discreet nose job. 10 years later, 2 people I know got breast implants. It's been all downhill. It's been downhill ever since. Yeah, agreed. Scorned woman tortures her ex-wife's home and killed her dog after spouse dumped her, then began seeing someone else. What do they say about a woman scorned? A scorned lover tortures her ex-wife's home, killed her dog after... Dude, killing the fucking dog?
Lesbian relationships,
Meadows
man.
broke into Martha's home and set fire to her bedroom where her dog was kept in a crate. Oh, man.
Oof.
A neighbour saw the flames, quickly called 911. Emergency responders attempted to perform life-saving measures and the dog was unsuccessful. The dog died from smoking. That's fucking sad. Dude, fucking just take this woman out the back and shoot her in the fucking head. 34 months for the arson, 29 months for the stalking, 20 months for the regular stalking count. So apparently there's a separate charge for domestic violence-related stalking. So if you're going to stalk someone you don't know. Or you don't live with, at least. This is not legal advice. 20 months for regular stalking and 354 days. That's the maximum for animal cruelty, because it'll be what's it called? It'll be misdemeanor animal cruelty. Peanut butter related custody dog over the battle. Fallen. Jesus. Anyway. What next? Oh, let's do the TDS section. Trump orders release of UFO government files. So I guess the Epstein files refuse to go away. So we need to release
distraction.
Yeah,
release ET.
Obama tricked him into doing that.
Yes, Obama tricked him into doing it. Trump to release government UFO and extraterrestrial life files. Extremely interesting and important.
It's only important if you can actually show us the green man. Like,
I think Obama was asked, "Are aliens real?" And he said, "Yes," and I haven't met them. And rambled for another minute. Based on tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies, except for those black ones that nobody knows about, to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to aliens and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. So yes, I guess that's what we can look forward to. Now Epstein will be related to fucking aliens or something.
It's going to be the biggest letdown as well.
Yeah. Do I have the actual decision? Is the actual decision here? No, it's not. Anyway, SCOTUS ruled that no tariffs for you. That Trump is abusing his power under the tariff power that Trump has been using is overly broad, basically cancelling all the tariffs. Trump will now impose a 10% global tariff under a different section of the law.
Yeah,
Under the
Section
various
122.
tariff authorities, so we can use other of the statutes, other of the tariff authorities, which have also
Trade
been
Act.
confirmed
Section 122 of the
and
Trade
are
Act.
fully allowed. Therefore,
what
effective
the AI is telling me.
immediately, all national security tariffs under Section 232 and existing section.
Oh, I just saw this while looking for something else. Just back to the clavicular thing. Here's the Secretary of Defense bench pressing 143 kilos. Meanwhile, so I think clavicular is a case of looks strong is not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Section 301 tariffs. They're existing. They're there. Remain in place, fully in place, and in full force and effect. Today I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122, over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Now he's doing it in person.
I say quite simply, which I said for a long time, make America great again. And interestingly, we've already made it great, so I don't have to use that, but I don't think we'll ever give up on MAGA.
Shut up and just get on with it.
It's just I gotta ramble. I gotta do it. It's in my blood.
I know.
God wakes me up every morning and says, "Donald, you gotta go out there and you gotta ramble. You gotta make it entertaining."
It's not entertaining. Stop it. Do your job.
I'm trying to find his statement where he says, the Supreme Court says I can do whatever I want. I can destroy the economy, but I can't do this. No, this might be a fruitless effort trying to find this. But yes, I was talking about how the Supreme Court says I'm allowed to destroy the economy, and it doesn't make sense. But I can't put tariffs. I can destroy another country's economy, but I can't put a tariff on it. It's not fair.
It's because it's not their job. It's Congress's job to do that.
Yeah, but they don't do their job.
Dude, Mike Pence is going to run again. Play the Billy
What's he-
Mays clip. But wait, there's more. Mike Pence says today's 6-3 ruling by the Supreme Court is a victory for the American people and a win for the separation of powers enshrined in the... I can't do Mike Pence. Enshrined in the Constitution of the United States. In learning resources of... This sounds like a company based in Minnesota. Learning Resources Inc. Through Trump, our Supreme Court has reaffirmed that the Constitution grants Congress, not the President, the power to tax. American families and American businesses pay American tariffs, not foreign countries. With this decision, American families and businesses can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm proud of the work our organization, American Freedom, has done on this case and our robust amicus brief program to advance economic freedom and defend the Constitution. With this historic decision, America can now return to the pursuit of free trade with free nations under the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, no. Global 10% tariff, motherfucker.
There was
you all get taxed.
Gorsuch wrote a concurrence, which basically, hey, I agree, and here's what I want to say about that. So he says, so from his concurrence, for those who think it's important for the... So I said this is fantastic, thoughtful and reasoned. Also, at the same time, completely ignorant of modern representatives' almost giddy anti-intellectualism and the legislature's habit of ramming through giant omnibus bills without even reading them. Other than that, fantastic. For those who think it's important for the nation to impose more tariffs, I understand that today's decision will be disappointing. All I can offer them is the most major decisions affecting the rights and responsibilities of the American people, including the duty to pay taxes and tariffs, are funneled through the legislative process for a reason. Yes, legislating can be hard and it takes time. And yes, it can be tempting to bypass Congress when some pressing problems arise. But the deliberative nature of the legislative process was the whole point of its design. Through that process, the nation can tap the combined wisdom of the people's elected representatives, not just that of one faction or man. Their deliberation tempers impulse, and compromise hammers disagreement into workable solutions. And because laws must earn such broad support to survive the legislative process, they tend to endure, allowing ordinary people to plan their lives in ways that they cannot when the rules shift from day to day. In all, the legislative process helps ensure each of us has a stake in the laws that govern us and in the nation's future. For some today, the weight of those virtues is apparent. For others, it may not seem so obvious. But if history is any guide, the tables will turn and the day will come when those disappointed by today's result will appreciate the legislative process for the bulwark of liberty it is.
Yeah, I don't know about that, King. Sorry.
Yeah. Look, I understand.
I get his point.
I absolutely get his point. I appreciate it entirely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
you don't need broad support. You just need
when it comes to broad support from the public for laws, that gets you the Epstein Act. So when you require Congress to act decisively and hammer out a workable solution, that's how you get giant fucking omnibus bills that have secret things like shoved inside that nobody fucking reads.
Because you have to pass the act to know what's in it.
Yes. Oh yeah, we've got to pass the act to know what's in it. Like all I have to do is to hear that, and my immediate thing is like, okay, yeah, no, I'm fine with bypassing Congress for some things.
Yeah.
Now, I don't agree with Trump's tariffs, but I disagree with Gorsuch's point. The dissent's actually pretty good. Most of Trump's arguments come from the dissent. The dissent was written by Kavanaugh. So the dissent was Kavanaugh, Alito, and Thomas. So two of Trump's appointees voted with the majority, and one did not. But yes, his point was that this is an incoherent argument because there are other powers that are delegated to the president that can do even more damage to an economy. So the argument that this damages an economy that only Congress should be allowed to damage an economy, that was the intent. By virtue of all these other powers existing, Trump can do far more damage. One man can do far more damage, yada, yada, yada. because apparently the majority was basically said this only applies to this particular law, not all the other stuff, which is dumb. Like, if you're going to make a statement like this, if you're going to say, no, look, all taxes must be levied by Congress, fine, I can appreciate that. That's what the Constitution says. The Constitution says Congress can levy taxes, then Congress has to fucking levy them.
Yeah. The problem is Congress delegated powers to the president. So
yeah, but the court basically the court basically said that no, you can't delegate that power.
Yeah, that's
a power granted to you in the Constitution. You can't delegate that.
Yeah, otherwise you're just giving the power to the executive branch, which is
the fucking irony of them saying that it only applies to this.
Yeah,
because there's plenty of powers that have been delegated to the executive that are reserved for Congress, i.e., the power to make war.
I was about to point that out. Yes, yes, literally. Yeah.
Like, the power to take the nation to war? Yeah, that's Congress, baby.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's the whole point of separating the branches. It's the point
but it's not like China can like start a case in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
China v. United States in front of the Supreme Court. They're suing us as a country. I didn't even know they could do this. Flashback to AOC in 2023. The Biden administration should just ignore the court.
There has been thought, I believe, given to this. Senator Ron Wyden has already issued statements, for example, advising what we should do in a situation like this, which I concur, which is that I believe that the Biden administration should ignore this ruling. I think that
This is why you don't make these statements. You don't be like, oh, I think that this administration should ignore the court. Okay, so when the next one wants to do it, you're perfectly fine with it because you're fine with it then. Yeah. And then you have the balls to talk about democracies and hypocrisy. Fallen says, please educate me why other countries tariffing the US is perfectly fine, but the world loses their mind when the US does it. Well, that's what, most countries don't put huge tariffs in the US. Tariffs are meant to be protective of industries. And the World Trade Organization exists to... Everybody surrendered their sovereignty to the World Trade Organization as part of membership of it. And as part of membership of the World Trade Organization, if your tariffs are overly protective of an industry and another country has a problem, you've agreed to arbitration. So the US signed this lovely arbitration agreement. Don't like it? Leave the WTO.
Please do.
Yeah, I'd like it to not matter. I'd like it to collapse. War hasn't been declared since before I was born. Yes, exactly.
True.
So, anyway, laughing off, red alert, laughing off an ass off.
But I was wondering if you could do me one more favor. My beautiful daughter is here, Tallulah. She got detention to come and see you speak today. Could you pardon her, please?
Thank you, Clay. Tallulah. Where's Tallulah? Stand up, Tallulah. Tallulah, you are fully pardoned. Don't worry. Just tell the teacher I said it's fine.
I would like to point out that technically speaking, that's a real pardon.
Yep.
There's nothing there's nothing in the Constitution that says he has to write it down.
Yeah, it doesn't
Here's
say
the president.
how.
He has told this girl that she is pardoned. He didn't specify what for, so we can assume it's everything. So if she's ever broken a federal law, she's a clean skin. The idiosyncrasies of the American Constitution. The audio was super low on that. I know it's because he was standing away from the mic.
Yeah.
So, Trump says 10% tariff worldwide announced will be raised to 15% effective immediately.
That didn't take that long.
God damn it. And your memory just got 15% more expensive. God damn it. JP Morgan admits that it shut down Trump's accounts after January 6th Capitol attack.
Ooh.
The nation's largest bank, in response to a lawsuit filed by the president, has confirmed his long-standing complaint about debanking. Trump complained that his personal and business bank accounts were deliberately closed after January 6th. JP Morgan Chase is now admitting that did happen. In response to the lawsuit filed last month by Mr. Trump and the Trump Organization, JP Morgan, the nation's largest bank, said for the first time late Friday that it cut off more than 50 Trump accounts in February 2021. Shortly after Mr. Trump's first term ended, the bitches waited for him to be out of office. They waited a full month for him to be out of office before they fucking did it. They could have done it on January 7th, but they didn't. The letter
Did they want to make it look like it was coordinated or something?
JP Morgan did not specify in those letters specific reasons for mass account closings. In one unsigned note to Mr. Trump, fuck, my mouse just fucking... There we go. My mouse just fucking went, oh, I need to reconnect. Who was I? Did I just scroll?
No, in one unsigned note.
Yes, in one signed note to Mr. Trump dated February 19th, 2020, the bank wrote that he would need to find a more suitable institution with which to conduct business. The letter closed with, "Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter." That's where he got it from.
Oh my God.
JP Morgan Chase is responsible for, "Thank you for your attention to this matter." He's never got a letter like that before. Mr. Trump's lawsuit, which named Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan's chief of executive, as defendant, contended that the bank put Mr. Trump on a blacklist because it needed to distance itself from President Trump and his conservative political views that echoed earlier complaints from Mr. Trump. The Capital One similarly closed his accounts, and the Bank of America refused to accept billions of dollars of deposits after the January 6 riots. The issue of whether and why the nation's largest bank took action against Mr. Trump has become a matter of public importance because the president has frequently invoked his personal experience in pushing for a broad crackdown on debanking. Yes, banking, like having a bank account, being involved in the economy, should be a right protected by law. Banks should not be able to refuse you as a customer for a fucking transaction account. Like, if I want to give the bank my money, you should have to fucking do that unless there's some overriding rule.
Like you're a terrorist or something.
Like you're a terrorist or you use the money to fund fucking terrorism. Even then, you're still entitled to a bank account. Anyway. What's that? Let's talk about the disaster of the week. This is tangentially related, I guess. Slate quietly changed this headline where they threatened conservatives that they will be killed. The internet is forever. We know what they meant. We're here, we're queer, increasingly we're armed. Conservatives are terrified that people like me are buying guns. Now, maybe they should be. By Christina Corterucci. And now it says, "My gun and me. If you had told this urban progressive lesbian 10 years ago that I'd own a gun, I would have laughed in your face. Now I can't let my weapon go, and I'm far from alone."
You're a terrible fucking Marxist, Christina. Marx demanded that there be a rifle on the wall of every worker.
Yeah.
At least until the revolution's over. So.
That's right, and then they take the guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why you don't have national service. Because if you have national service, then all military-age males know how to fire a gun.
Yeah.
Which is both a blessing and a curse. Especially if you're a despot.
It works for the Swiss, but yeah, generally speaking, yeah.
Works for the Iranians too, until it doesn't.
Yeah, I was like, it goes both ways.
Until it doesn't.
It works perfectly fine for everybody until it doesn't.
Yes.
Video shows the moment gunfire erupts at an ice rink in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have all the details.
Yep, there he goes. That last shot tells you it's over.
Yep.
That like bang, 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 bang. 20 seconds later, bang,
bang.
That's how you know the world has gotten a little bit better.
Well.
But yes, anyway, a source with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives. You just say the ATF, bro. The Bureau. We don't give a shit about the anti-explosives. Told Fox News the shooting stemmed from a domestic violence incident and turned into a murder-suicide. The source said the gunman killed his wife and shot his 2 kids before turning the gun on himself. He shot his 3rd child, who's currently hospitalised, the source says. Fox News has, of course, used the wrong pronouns.
Oh, no.
Goddamn page load. Oh, god damn it. This page does not exist.
Man, baby.
Damn you. What was it? Right Angle News. The suspected shooter is being reported as Roberta Espisotto, who was wearing women's clothing at the of the shooting. I think it meant time of the shooting. I guess it's the facts dude. It's not the grammar dude. A woman later today who went anonymous. I think it was anonymous. Said that the father shot her family and himself today. Again, he did it in the wrong order.
Of course.
Just in the suspect shooter at the Rhode Island Hockey Arena was a father who may have been dressed in women's clothing. That was the first reporting we got.
Yeah.
Three people, including a man, are dead. I think the woman is dead. NBC and citing a law enforcement source said the suspect was a father who may have been dressed in women's clothing and that he intentionally targeted family members who were at the hockey game. It appears this was a targeted event. That it may be a family dispute. We cannot release the names of the victims because obviously we want to speak to the family, make sure the family is well aware of what happened before we release the information publicly. So here's the delicate flower who performed the heinous attack.
Ugh. Gross.
All these women mass shooters. I don't know what's going on, guys.
The world's gone crazy.
The world has gone crazy indeed. Sorry, I'm just loading the next one. Apparently he was a fan of Nick Fuentes, Thomas Massey, and MTG.
Doubt. Yeah.
Also, he's got. Oh, actually, I shouldn't really show. Oh no, this isn't a swastika, so this is fine.
No.
So yes, those are SS lightning bolts, and that's a fucking Totenkopf.
Huh.
What's that area like? I know it's like what's the area where like Rhode Island and Maine are?
New England.
Like not New England, but like there's an area further north that's got like a different name.
Maine.
I thought it's Maine and Rhode Island, but like there's something about that place why do the Nazis seem to be there? Like, because the Democratic Senate candidate from Maine was the guy who had the Totenkopf on his chest. This guy has a fucking SS lightning bolts and a Totenkopf. Like, what the fuck?
Yes, indeed. What the fuck?
Some people are going to ask why a guy with an SS tattoo would be a transvestite. It's amazing to me that more people on Twitter don't know Nazi elites had cross-dressing parties. Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, Maine and Rhode Island, like it's like, you know how there's the Pacific Northwest, like the Atlantic Northeast. I feel like there's something wrong there. Keep bashing us, but do not wonder why we go berserk. Pawtucket, Rhode Island mass shooter at the shooter at the hockey game is confirmed to be yet again a trans person. Roberta Dorgan shot 5 people. He changed his name to Hispanic last name. Shot 5 people, killing 2 and critically injuring 3 others. 4 of the 5 shooting victims are his family members. A woman and girl are deceased. Dude, so he managed... So, killed 2 women, of course.
And then...
Disgusting. Here he is. They found his Twitter account very quickly. T-Girl Cooter. Keep bashing us, but do not wonder why we go berserk. In response to Kevin Sorbo saying Tim McBride is a man. Gaysians are more likely to commit crime. Post that stat.
No, they're not.
They are really not.
No.
The shooter's trans, shooter's gay tranny partner.
Don't you
Shooter
think
isn't
like
trans.
that? Come on.
Okay, whatever. Nice try. White male Christians kill more people than somebody's boyfriend's Somebody's boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't even
No,
matter.
they don't. No, they don't.
X.
Some more photos of the mass trans shooter.
Ugh.
God, ridiculous. Like, just...
Ah!
God,
Yes!
for God's sakes. Thanks, Andy. Jesus. For God's sakes. Previously responded to me on this platform. He was offended by my reporting on trans violence. They're also MAGA. Trans my whole life, post-operation, back Trump 100%, love America. They don't stand for me. They don't speak for me. Fuck these commie assholes. Well, he was a Nazi, so I expect him to be anti-communist. Being that they killed so many of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Had 6 children and a wife who wasn't too fond of his transition. Surviving children will have to live this tragedy for the rest of their lives. Yeah, well, they've lost their mother, their father, such as he was, and one of their siblings at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
Ugh.
Also, this story gets even crazier.
Yeah.
Rhode Island trans shooter's son, 37, so his eldest child, was jailed for torching a black church a year before the dad's deadly rampage.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have it here, but someone was saying it was because it was like Family Day, and it was. Yeah. Deranged arsonist labelled the place as a worship for atheist god mockers in a text to his family. It was a predominantly black church, so...
Don't know about the god mockers.
So,
or the atheists.
So the Tottenkopf doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess.
Apparently not.
Oof.
Why both this is it gets and but wait, there's more. Why both families have the last name Dorgan? Both the Pawtucket ice rink shooter, who went by Roberta, and one of their victims, Rhonda Dorgan, had the same last name because they were married in 1992. Court records show this is because they are first cousins once removed.
I wonder whether they went crazy.
Interesting enough, on my father's side, both like my grandmother, her maiden name is the same as her married name. So. Though my grandmother's my grandmother's family is from Chieti, in like central Italy, and my grandfather's family is from what's it called, Sicily. So same last name, totally different areas of the country. So no,
just very common last name. Okay.
So my understanding was the motivation was like the father just had enough. Oh, sorry, the tranny had enough. It was like Family Day at the skating rink.
So all of his kids, well, one of his kids was actually on the ice. One of his sons, his youngest son, or one of them
was playing.
Yeah.
But it was like Family Day or something.
Where they get all the kids together, and of course the wives and ex-wives, both the ex-wives were there. So it killed one of them.
Oh god, it's a rabbit hole. Yeah, because it was like a Family Day. One of them was getting an award or something, and the dad wasn't invited because the son was embarrassed.
I wonder why. Yeah, exactly.
Look, any male can understand this. And the reason this shit is accepted is because we let females run things now. We let females have far too much influence, so they are essentially hoisted by their own fucking petard. Kind of related. To I think it was last week's shooting. Yeah. British Columbia school shooter, who was also a trainee. British Columbia school shooters' ChatGPT messages weren't just flagged by the automated system, but a dozen OpenAI employees reviewed and debated them. So months before Jesse van Rootselaar, what the hell, became the suspect in the mass shooting that devastated a rural town in British Columbia. That's an interesting passive way to say that. Became the suspect in a mass shooting. But he did it.
He did it.
He committed it.
Yes.
OpenAI considered alerting law enforcement about her interactions with ChatGPT chatbot. While using ChatGPT last June, Van Rootselaar described scenarios involving gun violence over the course of several days, according to people familiar with the matter. His posts, flagged by an automated review system, alarmed employees at OpenAI. Internally, about a dozen staff debated whether to take action on Van Rootselaar's posts. Some employees interpreted Van Rootselaar's writings as an indication of potential real-world violence and urged leaders to alert Canadian law enforcement about her behaviour and the people familiar with the matter. OpenAI leaders ultimately decided not to contact the authorities. So yeah, if you're having spicy conversations with ChatGPT, guess what? There's someone at OpenAI jerking off to them.
Oh yeah.
So sticking with the trans sanity, Viva Price says, this is a public service announcement. This is actual law in Canada. You can groom kids into transgenderism, but it is criminal to talk them out of it. And now the human sacks of waste who signed this into law unanimously hold hands and cry as one of the mentally ill subjects of this experiment kills 7 innocent people. Oh, this is from last week. So if you change a person's sexual orientation to heterosexual, so conversion therapy means a practice, treatment, or service designed to change a person's sexual orientation to heterosexual, change a person's gender identity to cisgender, change a person's gender or expression so that it conforms to the sex assigned to the person at birth, represses a person's non-cisgender gender identity, repressed or reduce a person's gender expression that does not conform to the sex. This is fucking insanity. Canada is fucking speed running this nutbag shit. Between their fucking giddy embrace of maid and their fucking like grabbing with 2 hands the fucking girl cock, I don't understand what the fuck is going on in Canada. Like, this is liberalism run absolutely amok.
It's just good governance, right?
Surely the majority of Canadians look at this and go, what the fuck is going on?
Evidently not. Evidently not.
They're not paying attention.
No, because they have a multi-party system with first past the post. So there's so many fucking parties, and getting one person to vote for anything is impossible. So they're fucked. They can never get rid of this shit because a minority of fucking lunatics are rusted on.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada, a hair salon was fined $500, and like fucking Viva said, everybody voted for this. It was unanimous.
Yep.
So the Conservatives should catch the blame too. In Canada, a hair salon was fined $500 for not having a non-binary on their booking site. For not having non-binary on the booking site. It caused the person who made the complaints to spiral deeper into mental health crisis, who then became unable to work for a year. Of course, the media shared the story like it's supposed to be normal.
In 2023, Alex Frédéric Mignot tried to schedule a haircut at Station 10, a small hair salon that charges by the minute.
Concept seemed great because they charge based on the time that it takes to do the cut and not based on the gender of the person.
Alex identifies as non-binary and was disappointed to find that during the booking process, they were still asked to select between a men's or women's cut. They sent an email asking for accommodation and say they were told to just select one or the other.
It is not fair and it's not legal to tell me, no, since you don't fit into my worldview, I don't want to do anything with you, and I don't want you as my customer.
Alexis Lebrec is a co-owner.
That is fucking insane. In no world should it be illegal for you to go, oh no, we don't deal with these type of people. Like, that's not
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. What is she trying to discriminate? It.
That is, if you are non-binary, I'm calling you it.
What are they trying to discriminate against? Sorry,
and say they were told to just select one or the other.
It is not fair and it's not legal to tell me, no, since you don't fit into my worldview, I don't want to do anything with you, and I don't want you as my customer.
Alexis Lebrec is a co-owner of the salon. He says the policy has nothing to do with ideology. He says because the business model is low cost, high volume, they only take bookings online and ask for their customers' gender to help with scheduling.
Typically takes longer for a woman's haircut than a man's haircut, so we optimize our agendas accordingly. We also get statistics for marketing.
But for Alex, the lack of accommodation had a major impact.
I was already spiraling into a huge mental health crisis, and
we can tell by looking at you.
Yeah, you're still there, bro. You're still fucking there.
Fall into complete.
Maybe you can fix it with some maid.
Unable to work for
Maybe the whole maid thing is like Canadians being secretly based. And it's going to be, oh, you're transgender. Perhaps you have tried maid?
Year and a half.
Alex filed a complaint with the Human Rights Commission, which recommended a $500 settlement. Lebrec refused to pay, so Alex sued for $12,000.
Since and we fought back. 1900, most of the Canadian leaders have been liberal. So there's little periods where the progressive conservatives,
it's the opposite of Australia,
or the conservatives, but for the most part, it's been the liberals.
It's upside down Australia,
yeah, it's upside down Australia. Yeah, it's the Canadian liberals.
Lebrec says a few months after receiving the initial complaint, the salon updated its website to include a gender-neutral booking option.
Yeah.
Earlier this month, the courts agreed with the Human Rights Commission and ordered Station 10 to pay $500 in damages.
It's clearly a precedent. The amount we have to pay is relatively small compared to the precedent it creates for legal debates in Quebec.
For Alex, who also made headlines in 2023 for a hunger strike to try to force RAMQ to provide a gender-neutral option on the health insurance card, the precedent alone is a win.
It was discrimination, and non-binary people should not be forced to pick between men and women if they don't want to identify as such.
They say it may seem like a small
it's not your gender. I thought those two terms are supposed to be separate now.
It's about being able to participate in society.
Well, it's circling back now.
The more I hear about this stuff, the more I'm moving into we need to start building camps side of.
You mean asylums?
Yeah, asylums. Totally.
We can call it that.
But yes, the non-binary individual who filed a complaint against the hair salon for offering only men and women's haircuts appears to have a long history of complaint activism, even if it complains otherwise. According to court documents around 2019, she changed her identity to trans non-binary rather than identifying as what she is, biologically female.
Wait, that's a biological female?
That's a biological female, apparently.
Okay.
She reportedly works as a translator for Environment and Climate Change Canada and has filed more than 45 complaints against banks, airlines, health care providers, garages, landlords where she previously rented, and others. The list goes on. She has even stated that she has many more complaints planned, including against Greyhound, Revenue Quebec, and more. Many of these complaints have been brought before the Human Rights Tribunal. Imagine spending your life filing complaints and dragging small businesses through legal proceedings because they refuse to conform to your worldview. It's the process is the punishment.
Yeah.
See, I would start an organization that lists all these individuals with their personal details online, so you can look them up. So that when you're offering them a job, you can put someone into the background check, and then you get how many complaints they've filed throughout their entire life, so you know if they're a fucking troublemaker or not. Because this is what it used to be. These people used to be known as troublemakers.
And we could just ignore them.
And yes, you would just ostracize them from society. It's French. Who cares? Ridiculous language.
Agree.
Hard agree. Barry Newfield, a former school I should just turn the trans section into like Canada news. A former school trustee who opposed gender ideology in schools has been ordered to pay $750,000 to the Chilliwack Teachers Association. The British Columbia Human Rights Tribunal literally stated the following. Quote, if a person elects not to believe that gender identity is separate from sex assigned at birth, then they do not believe in trans people. This is a form of existential denial. A person does not need to believe in Christianity to accept that another person is Christian. However, to accept that a person is transgender, one must accept that their gender identity is different than their sex assigned at birth. The tribunal has declared that all British Columbians must believe in gender identities. Human Rights Tribunal.
Yeah.
Pointless. They don't. No such thing. No such thing.
Yeah, the tribunal. So basically, in BC, you have to believe in mystical, invisible gender essences or face financial ruin.
Yep.
Here's a video of me saying repeatedly and very clearly that I do not believe in gender identities. And in case I wasn't clear the first 1,000 times I've said it, I'll say it one more time for the record. I do not believe in gender identities. Lolcows says, so Ontario resident who wants both a vagina and a penis wins public funding for unique surgery. A court has ruled Ontario must pay for a penis-sparing vaginoplasty for a person who identifies as neither fully female nor fully male. Lolcows says, should have told them to go fuck themselves, but I think that's what they want.
Yeah.
We're never getting away from this. This is the navel gazing that will end up destroying the West.
Yeah.
We're so distracted by internal retards that we don't see the danger that is all around us, and we don't respond to it. And by the time we fucking figure it out, it'll be too late. Speaking of too late, Robert Duvall, famous for his roles in The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, has died. He was 95 years old. I agree with gays for Trump. I thought he was already dead. I honestly thought he was already dead. So, you know who else died this week? Tom Noonan from RoboCop. Or RoboCop 2.
Kane from RoboCop 2.
Yeah, Kane from RoboCop 2. Yes.
Okay.
Also, unfortunately, and very sad for people like me who like The Last Ship, Eric Dane passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He had ALS, which is
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease. Who else died? So someone else died this week. Who was? Oh, Jesse Jackson.
Oh well.
Jesse Jackson was 84. He died this week. So pictures back up Jackson on slaying. 2 obscure photographs taken moments after the assassination of Reverend Martin Luther King showed Jesse Jackson was close enough to King to have had his shirt stained by King's blood. Okay.
So Jesse Jackson
just a little to the left. Government watched Jesse Jackson exposed in report. He lobbied the Federal Communications Commission to block companies seeking government approval to merge until they donate money to Rainbow Push. Oh, Jesse Jackson is, of course, behind the Rainbow Coalition from the 80s. That basically was a shakedown. It was a shakedown organisation.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like BLM. Kind of like BLM, but involuntary.
You mean like the Weather Underground?
No. That's a terrorist organisation. There's a
I know.
difference. Only a minor difference, but still. Anyway, let's talk about the UK. Possum Review says, reminder that the UK is literally impossible to satirise. An 86-year-old man in the UK was fined $334 for spitting out a leaf that flew into his mouth, with police saying he was littering. He appealed it and had the fine reduced to $200.
What?
Oh.
Because you see, the leaf had his spit on it, and therefore that's
Therefore,
gross
it
and
made
disgusting.
it was in his mouth, so it was in his possession.
Yeah.
So do the UK government fine trees for littering every autumn?
Yeah, they should. I'm
Don't
surprised.
give
that
them ideas, please.
owners of the trees get fined there.
That's true, because they've got the money. Of course, the local councils are exempt.
This is absolutely terrifying. 2:30 a.m. and a woman in the UK saw a migrant staring at her through her door. She called the police and they took him to a hospital and released him. She asked what she should do if he comes again. Police said, call us.
Blam, 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 blam.
Yeah, I'd be shooting through my fucking door. Actually, no, I'd be arrested for brandishing.
Yeah.
No, he's just
crazy.
He's fucking unhinged. You go to jail for racism, love.
Yep.
Just fucking nuts, man. Just fucking nuts. Like, what the hell? Some of the quotes are funny.
Yeah.
The woman said, "This is her Ring doorbell." Actually, not at a doorbell camera. So that's what woke her up.
It's got the Atto. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Just help me, please, 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 please. I'm begging you. No.
I'm begging you, Guff.
Help me, please, please, please. Like, dude, go home. In America, we have a different solution. I bought my daughter a rape whistle. It's pretty loud.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, just don't put it in your mouth. Guns should be banned everywhere. They don't understand how don't understand how legal they are in the US. I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Believe me, I understand. Some of the quotes. Labour Britain, Green Britain, Reform Britain, Restore Britain.
Good on you, Ribbit.
This is what Liberals, minorities and women vote for. Yeah?
Yep.
UK has
You brought them in, yeah, you allowed them to come into the country.
Officially become 28 days later.
I mean,
This is so absurd. I wouldn't even fault someone for thinking it's right-wing propaganda. Yeah, I thought it was a joke at first.
Yeah. Supposedly posted by an anti-gunner leftist, so...
Yeah, you could honestly sit down the best artists and the best minds, but they wouldn't be able to come up with an image that better defines the failure of the multicultural project than this is. Look, multiculturalism gets a bad rap. The problem is this is unfettered migration. This isn't multiculturalism failing. This is unfettered migration. Multiculturalism was a success until we opened the fucking floodgates.
Well, as I said, like last week or the last time I was on the show, we've kind of run out of the good things to take from other cultures. Like,
yeah, we've reached peak culture.
Yeah, exactly. We've reached the peak. There's nothing.
If there's
else.
something else good, we'll get the recipes. But I've seen most of the food, and it's not any better.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got enough. We've taken enough.
Bonjour.
I mean,
It's crazy.
technically,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can still own shotguns and stuff in the UK with permits and shit.
Fuck pepper spray. You know what you need? You need a fucking screen door. And if you need a screen door, the best person to call... No, this is not a segue. And the police do nothing. They take him to hospital. And then he's out 5 minutes later.
If he comes back again, then call us. Well, that's not going to help.
Anyway, Transport for London advert banned. The advert showed black man and his white friend harassing a white girl on a bus. It's been banned because after just one complaint for reinforcing negative racial stereotypes. Let's let's watch the ad. Where is it?
I'm surprised they made it in the first place.
Yeah, I was surprised they made it at all. Here's the ad.
Oh, am I not good enough for you, son? Why you not chatting to me?
Because she's not interested
I said
in
you
you,
look
bro.
good and you don't want to go out with me.
No, bro.
You look at me when I'm talking to you.
Watch the full film to learn how to act like a friend.
The reality is, like, I've seen people talk like that on public transport.
Yeah. Fallen says, why didn't you open the door and listen to what he had to say?
Same colour
Yeah,
of
that's
shirt.
right. That's right. No human is legal on stolen land. Because he says, no ethnics around here. I don't lock my doors half the time. Our back door is usually unlocked for, like, overnight. For if the kids have, like, if something happens and the kids come round.
Yeah.
They can just get in. Nowadays, my wife locks the back door. And we got a crim safe screen door put on the front door, not because of criminals, but because we needed airflow, and not being able to just, like, having cats, you can't just have the door open. So yeah, but yes, I have a nice screen door now that's resistant to most things. Stabby says, shouldn't be at the back of the bus, shouldn't he be at the back of the bus, away from the white women? And look, yeah, Tim's right. Like, I've totally seen this. I've totally seen this on trains. It's not always coloured people. A lot of times it's chav guys.
Yeah.
So the white kid sitting next to him, 100%. Like, this is the problem with this ad, is that it's too fucking close to home for the blacks. Yeah. But white people aren't going to complain about this, because with whites it's about being chav. It's about being lower class. But with blacks it's about, it's because I'm black. No, it's because he's a fucking ute.
Yep.
Meanwhile, in England, my son is 22 and he's really radicalised. He's really right-wing. He's posting stuff online. Son, I'm a political commentator. I just want to preserve this nation. I think this is an old one.
Yeah. Fairly certain we've already seen this.
Mother calls UK police on her own son, saying he's become radicalised with right-wing views.
Radicalised? I'm not harming myself.
Are you concerned you'll harm him? So you're calling 999, you fucking idiot. It's for an emergency.
Really right-wing, he's posting. Oh my god.
There's a large online presence of well-known anti-Semite. In this link, Hugh appears speaking from an alt account. It should be noted that he was an out-of-the-closet gay man. This is the same guy. He's posting his own video. Lol.
Yeah, because, like, I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
On the show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I've covered it.
Like, months ago.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the repost... Yeah, repost just
filing their own shit. Anyway, speaking of Restore Britain, Rupert Lowe, Restore Britain will ease fees and rules around spouse visas. If a British man or woman wants to raise a family in Britain with their foreign spouse, we'll support that. We'll make it easier, quicker, cheaper. Foreign wives and husbands will not be treated like fraudsters and criminals by the Home Office. We'll save that for the genuine foreign miscreants. There will be a red list of countries to which this liberalisation will definitely not apply. Pakistan, Albania, Bangladesh, Somalia, Afghanistan, and many, many more. This list will be decided by facts. It will be decided on evidence. We will crush fraud. It will not be tolerated. Cousin marriage will be outlawed. So don't even try to bring your wife cousin in from Pakistan. Not happening. But if a British man wants to bring his American wife to Britain in order to build a life together, then we will encourage and enable that because the current system is expensive, slow, intrusive, and disrespectful. It's easier to jump on a sodding dinghy than to get a legitimate law-abiding French wife or Australian husband into Britain. He's speaking to me. He's speaking to me. Restore Britain will change that. We will restore fairness, decency, and competence to the spouse visa system. So what else happened this week is Restore Britain officially launched as a political party. At first, it was just a group. But yes, Rupert Lowe has officially officially launched it as a proper legitimate political party. A whole bunch of people have joined. I think it is now the third largest party after like Reform. So like Reform is the biggest party now by membership. Then it's like Labour. Then it's Restore Britain. I think it is.
Well, you did say third, so
Restore,
yeah.
Google data proves that people outside of X know who Rupert Lowe is and what Restore Britain is. That's good. Because it's big on X, but there's X is a very tiny slice of the rest of the world. Of the US, it's massive, but of the rest of the world, it's very small. Polling on February 18th showed Restore Britain at 10%. Restore reported 70.
Poll?
Oh no, it's just Grok.
Oh, Grok.
Latest polls find out now. February 18th shows Restore Britain at 10%, Reform UK at 24%. Restore reported 70,000 members post-launch. Reform claims largest UK membership. Reform has the most. I'm pretty sure 70k puts Reform at firmly in either third or fourth.
Right.
So,
and I expect that number to go up.
Yeah,
in the
they're
coming
gonna.
Weeks.
Rupert Lowe's gonna eat. Rupert Lowe's gonna eat Reform. Eat Nigel's lunch.
Oh, especially the memberships, less so the actual MPs that, would be MPs.
Yeah. I know Advanced Britain, the head of Advanced Britain, who is a Pakistani guy who left Reform because he had a falling out with Nigel Farage over something. Who the fuck knows anymore?
It's Farage. It could be for anything.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm happy to merge Advance with Reform, so hopefully he does that because he's got a few, probably 10,000 members or something. The problem is the right in the UK is so fractured. It's happening on the left as well. I'm pretty sure it is in every country that is conducive to multi-party democracies. You're seeing a fracturing of major parties. So Labor's vote. So in Australia, Labor's has spent the last 10 years losing vote share to the Greens and to independents.
More independents.
The Conservatives, the Conservative Party has lost pretty much half of its vote to Teals, One Nation, United Australia Party, various other micro parties, Sporting Shooters and Fishers Association.
Yeah.
Basically the plethora of right-wing parties in Australia all have cannibalised from the Liberal Party, and the Greens and some independents have cannibalised from the Labor Party, but the Labor Party's fundamentals are still superior to the Liberal Party, mostly because Labor wins in progressive areas. Labor's the progressive party. I mean, it's not as progressive as the Greens, thank fuck, but there's enough
for now.
There's enough left. Right now in the Labor Party, the left is in charge. The Prime Minister is from the left of the party.
Yeah.
So the left is in ascendancy. It used to be the other way around, but it is what it is. So, but yes. So right now it is a center left party, I guess, if you were using a compass direction.
For now, but
it's
it's
left
really
of center
more
left. Now it's drifting
probably
a little bit more left.
now.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't really see it as center left. Not far left. It's not.
No, it is center left. Yeah,
I would.
It is center left. Yeah, moderate left. For want of a better term. Anyway, I hope. Yes, he did. It is interesting. He didn't say India. So. 3-tier approach to this is right. Why are you banning fucking Greenland. It's like 10,000 people there.
It's funny because Denmark's green.
Orange is
Denmark's
very
green, which is where their citizenship's
but
from.
their colonies orange.
Orange is very selective, not banned but selective. So Brazil, Argentina, South Africa.
Well, that's how you get the painters with mustache styles. Stabby says, "Man, YouTube censored my comment about painters and mustache styles." Yeah, they must use they use AI to determine anything that's remotely Hitlerish.
Yep.
Yes, unironically, yes.
Pretty much.
Like, we tried letting everyone in. We tried the everybody okay. Now we need to be selective. Yeah, it's a total joke that dumping on a dinghy is easier than getting a legal visa for a spouse. Yeah.
Hmm.
And as someone whose wife has or if she wanted to go and get her passport again, she could get a UK passport. And the missus is like, "Oh, we could move to the UK." And I'm like,
Funny
nah.
that. Funny that. Is your wife a British citizen? And an Australian citizen. So she's
Australian
dual
citizen.
national?
She's Australian citizen. She's not. She's born in the she has UK citizenship. Yeah.
Yeah, so she got dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Funny that, because she's going to have to, if she wants to go to the UK, she's going to have to go on a British passport. They're changing the rules. Apparently.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I thought I had the original article. Oh, bastard. Yes. The artist formerly known as Prince Andrew, aka Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, has been arrested because of the Epstein files. Finally, a pedophile arrested. No.
Unfortunately, that's not the charge.
That he has not been arrested for being friends with Epstein, though technically, he was arrested for abuse of public office. Because between 2001 and 2015 or 2011, for about 10 years, he was a UK trade representative. And during that time, he sent emails to Jeffrey Epstein with information, non-public information, which
big no-no.
Is a bit of a no-no. So, look, a bit of background on Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew. He and his ex-wife Fergie, they're scammers. They this. We're talking about a man who sold a tour of Kensington Palace. Like he got a pair of people into Kensington Palace for a tour by saying they were personal friends for money. Like the guy's a scumbag.
Yeah.
The guy likes rich things and doesn't have his own money. So he has used his name to get wealth to the detriment of his family many times. There is a reason he had his title stripped. So, and that, I love the pedophile thing. He fucked a 17-year-old. Okay, technically. But this whole, he raped her repeatedly. No, motherfucker. Virginia Giuffre I think she was 17 at the time, but it's literally the Stabler meme. She was 17 years, 18 months, 17 years, 9 months. It's okay, whatever. But yeah, she was in Epstein's employ. And that's how that turns into, Epstein pimped me. So if you have sex with someone, your boss is obviously pimping you out. Just absolutely retarded.
Yeah, that's how that works.
This even had this article has the fucking photo, for God's sakes, of him with Virginia Giuffre. So yes, they had sex. He's just a retard. Thomas Massey, of course, taking a victory lap over this. Epstein pedophile arrests.
I think that's
One.
kind of the meme, though. It's just like, hey, all this other stuff. There's been no arrests, and there's only one.
Yeah.
like only one so far. Like,
well, they're still working on the 2020 elections.
Yeah. Britain's Got Talent dancer took her own life after arrest for child sex offending. Coroner rules. Britain's Got Talent dancer Carrie Ann Donaldson, who died 3 days after she was arrested on suspicion of child sex offending. Safe bet she was guilty.
Yeah.
Died by suicide. A coroner's ruled. Actually, now that I think of it, that's not fair. That's not fair to say. Because I can very much think of a situation where the accusation is enough to make you go, that's it, my life's over. You can never get out from under the accusation.
Well,
Ever.
not now.
Well, no. How do you prove a negative? When the police accuse you of this, it's based on someone accusing you. Even if the charge is like in these particular
You have to smear
circumstances,
the person that's accusing you. That's the only way around it.
even in these particular circumstances, even you being acquitted on all charges doesn't remove the smear. Like, think about Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz has never been so his primary accuser is Virginia Giuffre. Now, Virginia Giuffre is a hella unreliable narrator. So she's lied under oath. I think she's lied under oath. Maybe she hasn't lied under oath. Take that back. But she has repeatedly lied about all manner of fucking things. She has been proven to libel him in a court of law.
Mm-hmm.
She's had to she's been court ordered to retract her statements because she couldn't prove them. So evidence was presented that proved that he wasn't there. Couldn't have happened the way she said it happened. And yet, still, Alan Dershowitz is dogged by the same claims. So, you can never get out from under it. Once the accusation's made, as long as the accusation is taken remotely seriously by police, that's it. Game over. And when it comes to this stuff, it is almost always taken seriously by police. Unless it is physically impossible for it to have happened. Like Katy Perry molested me. Hello, police. Katy Perry just molested me from halfway across the planet.
Wait, she did that to you?
Yeah. Oh, Katy Perry smeared. Oh, Katy Perry sex offender. I kind of do understand how someone who is accused of this stuff would just go, look, there's no getting my life back. It's over. So, she'd been questioned at Basingstoke Police about an alleged sexual offence which she denied. 4 days prior, an inquest held at Winchester was told. Full details about the allegations were not disclosed. Following her arrest, the dancer went missing and was found in Travelodge Hotel in Woking, Surrey. Was later admitted to St Peter's Hospital, having taken an overdose. She was placed under a high-risk care plan on June 5th, but she was released from hospital on June 6th into the care of a home treatment team after she was assessed to have settled. Well, I guess it didn't take. Her sister Cara took her back home and left later that evening after she told her she would not kill herself. She must have been murdered. She told someone she would not kill herself. That's how that works, right?
Yes.
When someone says they're not suicidal, we have to believe them. And if they kill themselves, that means they didn't actually kill themselves. It means someone murdered them because they told me they weren't suicidal. The following morning, the dancer's sister arrived at the house and found a note on the staircase which read, "Call 999. Don't come in. I'm sorry." That is remarkably thoughtful, selfless, to basically warn your sibling away from finding the body, because that's pretty fucking traumatic.
Yeah.
Jason, area coroner for Portsmouth and Southampton, concluded that the dancer died of suicide and that she suffered from an acute reaction which contributed to her death. What? Acute reaction to what?
Death.
She's allergic to death. Killed her. Allegations have been made
Happens to the best of us.
So he told the court that Miss Donaldson's world changed on June 4th, 2023 when she was arrested. Allegations had been made 1 month previously on the 4th of May 2023, and these allegations were made against Kerry by a complainant in what was going to be a criminal case. Complainant reported that Kerry had said to her she would commit suicide if anyone found out. He added, I find as a fact Kerry had made threats to end her life. What's clear for the mental... So she did it.
Yep.
She guilty. She said she'd kill herself if anyone found out. And then the person called her bluff. And it wasn't a bluff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, rip, I guess. Not. Rest in piss, I guess. Anyway, that's UK news. What's next? Oh, I know. It's everyone's favourite segment. No, not that one. See, I know everyone's favourite segment is racism news.
Yeah.
Australia doesn't really exist. We're all just paid actors, I can confirm.
I need to find out if Australia really exists. I've said this before.
If Australia really exists? What do you mean?
So there's a theory that it doesn't exist.
What is the theory?
What is it then? I read something about they're all just paid actors. No, the serious.
I'm pretty sure it exists, bro.
It exists, man.
Bro, when I look at that country, that's not real. It's not like there's no way you've got animals like kangaroos that do that. What I'm seeing, I've seen a kangaroo, the top half doing human things. So like it's come out the gym.
Yeah.
And try and grab a dog and hold it down. Or try and throw punches. Bro, I'm not a dickhead, bro. Don't show me this rubbish. I'm a big man. I wasn't seeing all these kangaroos in the early 90s. And no one's saying that. Everyone's just seeing these kangaroos do these mad stuff, and no one's saying that. They got a pocket. They got a back pocket in the front, right here.
It's called a marsupial.
I'm getting fucking angry. You have no idea how. Then they said to me, oh, you know, in restaurants in Australia, people eat kangaroo burgers.
Yep.
Yeah,
what?
so heard, yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man. Country's not real. G'day, mate. What? Get out of here, man. You don't fool me.
Where do you think we learned it from?
Oh my god.
It's true.
You said
true.
this.
It's true. I'm going to get in trouble for saying it, but it's true.
Yeah, we got to be careful of the storms over Ohio that are running over.
This
Ohio.
is what we are. Tax slave.
We're going to get. Yeah, we're a tax slave under Ohio.
Please complete in English. In which country did you board this flight or ship? South Africa. What is your usual occupation? Tax slave.
Yeah.
Nationality is shown on passport. Australian.
That's your arrival card.
Yeah.
That you still have to fill out in paper because we're a third world fucking country. Every other country I've been to, you can do that shit online. You submit it before
Why
you
does
go.
a citizen have to fill out a fucking arrival card?
Everyone has to. Yeah, exactly. Why do you need it? Yeah. Everyone.
The
has
only
to.
thing I can
and it has to be done in paper.
You know what
Statistics.
country I just came from? The plane came from there.
Yeah. Like even for the tourists, like you have to do this on paper. They hand them out.
Tourists.
I know, but they hand them out on the flight on the way to Australia
Because you can't see people have phones.
Yeah, like
even in 2026.
Well, when I go to other countries like Malaysia and Thailand, I fill that out 3 days before and submit it online.
That's because they're modern countries.
I know, right?
Swords drawn in terrifying road rage confrontation in Epping.
Yeah, we've evolved from machetes, by the way.
This is the other Epping, not the Epping in Sydney. This is the Epping in Melbourne.
This is Victoria.
Yeah.
Is this going to play? This isn't going to play, is it? Damn you. Driver was drawn a sword in a terrifying road rage. Dude, what kind of sword was it?
It was like a saber of some kind. I think one guy has a machete, But the other guy pulls out a sword, like a saber, like a dueling saber, or not a cavalry saber. It doesn't have a handguard, but
does Victorian
The
law make a
driver
distinction?
has drawn a sword in a terrifying road rage confrontation in Epping. In a bizarre twist, his target then also wielded a sword through in a terrifying road rage confrontation in Epping. In a bizarre twist, his target then also wielded a sword through the driver's door of his taxi. After a brief verbal spat, both drivers continued down Edgar's Road. Despite other motorists watching on in shock, police say no one has reported last night's incident.
I have my car has a special section for the scabbard.
Oh my
fucking Christ. Oh, fucking Victoria. And see, they banned swords ages ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not allowed to carry swords in public in Victoria because some guy had a fucking mental breakdown and got in a full set of armor with a complete with broadsword and rampaged down a street in Victoria. So of course they immediately passed a law against that.
Yeah, do that.
I think we spoke about this one last week. Kidnappers holding a Ride grandfather hostage have sent proof of life video to a man they thought was his son. But as reported last night, police are certain they have the wrong man and are scrambling to find the frail 85-year-old before it's too late.
Kidnappers holding a North Ryde grandfather hostage have sent a proof of life video to a man they thought was his son.
That's why police think that the police are like, yeah, this is the wrong person. Like, you guys have the wrong fucking guy. Because the son of the person who is connected to organised crime got the video of this poor bastard being tortured.
Oh my god.
As we reported last night, police are certain they have the wrong man and are scrambling to find the frail 85-year-old before it's too late.
Walking in to do the unthinkable while an accomplice waits in a four-wheel drive. It's just after 5 a.m. and two hooded men calmly enter Chris Bagsarian's home.
They grabbed him and they put in the car. He was screaming, help, help, and tried to scream, but the people who take him, they tried to put the hand in the mouth.
It all unfolds at his North Ryde front door. Traumatised neighbours watching as kidnappers bundle the 85-year-old into the back seat of a getaway car. Found torched on a street nearby. Detectives adamant they got the wrong target after shocking vision emerged of him being tortured by his captors. Mr. Bagsarian's kidnappers sent a video of him to the relatives of their...
I just want to point out how horrible that police station looks. Like, the fucking paint is peeling. It's just terrible. What the fuck?
Yeah,
what the fuck, New South Wales Police?
That's Australian infrastructure.
Intended target.
Decolonisation.
When no one recognised him, that's
Something like
when
that.
police realised they had the wrong man. 60 hours since he was abducted, the elderly grandfather is still missing.
Take him to a hospital, take him to somewhere that's safe, and we'll do the rest. We'll get him the medical treatment that is required.
A family with close links to the underworld lives in the same street. Police now baffled as to how the kidnappers got it so wrong.
I still can't believe.
I'm not baffled at all. The guys that set fire to Friendly Geordie's house, yeah, they set fire to the house next door like a week before. Like Australian, like the heads of the Australian, like Australian criminals are some of the dumbest, and it's because they're migrants.
Believe it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's
like the actual people who do the fucking on the ground crimes are fresh off the fucking boat because they're disposable.
Clementine Cuneo, 7 News.
There is a mild update. Police raided a property in Dural, but they didn't find anybody. So they searched a makeshift stronghold in Dural, looking for the guy on Thursday night. So police say hopes fading to find Christopher Bagsarian alive as investigations continue in an abandoned and derelict house. Grandfather was kept sometime in the past. So they've obviously done analysis and located this fucking facility.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's getting Nancy Guthrie. He's not coming back alive. They've killed this fucking poor bastard.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine the horror? Like, why is she smiling while she's reporting this? Because that's her job. Her job is to smile and talk. Like, can you imagine how fucking horrifying, like, how terrifying this would be? You are kidnapped from your house. And you are tortured and videotaped. You aren't even the person they're after. They've literally taken the wrong person. Like, I cannot think of a fucking worse thing to happen to you. Like fucking Christ.
It's bad.
Anyway, more horrifying fucking news from Australia. Sudanese rapist jailed for just 2 years as judge calls him a wonderful young man. Sudanese refugee will spend 2 years behind bars for the brutal rape of a young woman in Queensland after a judge called him a wonderful man. Dude, I'm sorry. If you're a refugee and you commit a crime, like you commit a crime that isn't, you know, speeding, you're gone. You're going back. You don't, like, your refugee status is reversed. We take your fucking citizenship and we set it on fire. Actually, no, we give you two choices. We can set your citizenship on fire, or we can set you on fire. You got to go back. Thon Moi Luke Deng Angui, 24, was on February 5th found guilty by Toowoomba District Court of raping his victim, 20, near Queen's Park in June 2024, after meeting her for the first time on a nightclub dance floor. Angui led her to an embankment, ripped her clothes off, and brutally raped her as she begged him to stop. And in a victim impact statement, the woman said she was still haunted by the attack almost 2 years later, saying her life has been ripped apart, the Chronicle reported. Jesus fucking Christ. Defense barrister Frank Martin asked the court to take into account sentencing Angui's childhood in Sudan and said that his client came to Australia at age 15 with no English language skills. It's just a language barrier thing. It's just a language barrier thing.
Yeah.
If he learned English, he would have known that no means no. She was saying, please don't rape me. And he thought she was saying, please rip my fucking clothes off.
How could he know?
It's just a misunderstanding. And a minimal amount of formal education, but graduated high school as a prefect and gained citizenship in 2024. This motherfucker was a citizen for about June 2024. Let's say he had his citizenship ceremony on Australia Day.
Mm-hmm.
He was a citizen for less than 6 months before he raped a woman. Fucking raped a woman. Like, brutally. He had an early childhood marked by extreme hardship. I grew up in Department of Housing. We had to skip meals. Can I go and rape a woman now? And get a slap on the fucking wrist?
Says yes.
Fucking Christ. No, I'm the wrong colour. He had an early childhood. Blah, blah, blah. The village that he grew up in was remote and extremely under-resourced. Food insecurity was common. While he was not directly involved in combat, he was exposed to war conditions from a young age. Judge Denzita Balik, a Bosnian refugee herself, told the court she had weighed up Angui's offending with the trauma of his childhood, saying, this is a very difficult sentence for me. On the one hand, we have this wonderful young man with a very bright future who has worked very hard to get where he is, considering his background. But on the other hand, we have a very traumatized young woman who has been taken advantage of. The offense of rape is one of the most serious offenses in the criminal code. She sentenced Angui to 5 years imprisonment to be suspended after 2 years in custody for a period of 5 years. So he will spend 2 years in prison, then be released on a 5-year suspended sentence. So as long as he doesn't rape anybody else, he'll be fine. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Meanwhile, look, I know the noticer exists purely to, like, the noticer is the Nazi paper. Like, we're not talking to Stormer, like, but it does, in what it reports, it is definitely highlighting certain things. But I mean, justify this in any way. Like, justify this in any way. Like, fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Brisbane, Australia, Uber Eats driver decides to leave a little piece of himself on the unsuspecting customer's porch.
This is the shocking moment an Uber driver is caught in a bizarre act on a doorbell cam before he leaves the food and flees.
Remember that next time you order Uber Eats, Tim.
Well, that's why they steal the bags.
This is why I always go out to meet the delivery driver, so they don't do this shit.
No, they do it when he had a
they don't come
Fallen
up to my
says
door.
he had a sexual emergency, Thermo.
Yeah, they don't come up to my door. I'm always out there. I'm at the sidewalk meeting them.
They don't come up to my door.
Yeah, pretty much. One, because they can't find the place. Two, I don't trust them.
Thank you, Mr. N-word Jim.
That is our word.
Liam Alexander Hall revealed as the man charged over alleged terrorism act at Perth Invasion Day rally. The man accused of throwing a bomb into a crowded Perth Invasion Day rally can be named as Liam Alexander Hall. Police allege the 32-year-old threw what they described as a homemade fragmentation bomb filled with ball bearings and screws into the crowd in an alleged act of terrorism. The decision in court on Tuesday afternoon overturned a previous order to keep his identity concealed. Good. So yes, we know his name now.
Yeah.
Obvious white man. Apparently he's like, there's like he follows Andrew Tate. It's like, okay.
Who doesn't?
What does that mean? Well, not me. I don't, so never mind. Like, if I ever did anything, it'd be like a host of a far right podcast. You guys would be arrested too. So
yeah, we've covered him, so we're,
yeah. Anyway,
they'll just pin it on us.
Oh, I can't. I will not be showing any more any Nazi symbology anymore. Because I realised yesterday after watching a video from an Australian lawyer that the federal law around the banning of showing the swastika, the only the journalistic exception is only for professional journalists.
Yeah.
Right.
So your primary profession has to be journalism in order for you to qualify. Plus, it's only a defense. So you still have to be. You would still be arrested and dragged before the court before you can argue it. Coles has stated it will increase the amount of Bovar in its products.
Coles actually put out a media release that they are
But he's sitting right there. He doesn't need to put out a meeting.
They're expanding their use of Bovaer 10. And for those at home, I'm a farmer, so this is at the forefront of my mind and lots of farmers' mind around the country. Bovaer 10 is an additive, a food additive that they're giving to livestock in order to decrease methane emissions. So basically,
Cow farts. It's anti-cow fart dosing. I don't agree with it whatsoever. The whole fucking thing is ridiculous. We shouldn't be medicating our meat so that it doesn't fart as much. Fucking ridiculous.
Because next they're gonna start with us.
Yeah, they medicate you so you don't eat as much. Oh, there you go. I've already got the medication for that.
No, so we don't fart.
Mandatory Ozempic. Well, no, because RC, if you eat less needs to be produced, and that's better for the environment.
So mandatory starvation.
Yeah. Actually, I've been playing Civ 6, which is the previous version of Civilization. And I've been playing the Rise of something or other. It's the expansion that has global warming in it. And
right.
they have a global warming. So there's sea level rise. And what's interesting is, I got right to the end game, the future tech, and part of the part of the one of the projects you can run in your towns is carbon capture and storage, and basically it removes carbon from the atmosphere, and you can go to negative carbon, so you can basically remove all the carbon that's ever been emitted by humans from the atmosphere. You know what happens to the sea level? Nothing. It stays. You can't reverse it. It's bullshit. So they give you a tool to be able to reverse the damage, like reverse the carbon in the atmosphere, but you can't, like the ice sheets. You don't reclaim the land. The ice doesn't remelt. Like, it's just fuck off. Bullshit. What's this? Yes.
Well, it's because they're not expecting you to actually remove all the carbon.
Yeah. Yes, we shall applaud a government that chooses this in place of fixing the issue. Perth CBD. Oh, this is... So, there's a sound warning.
You hear that? That is the sound of a council or a government that does not want homeless people sleeping under this bridge. So we've been told that under this bridge there is probably the first example I've ever heard of. There it is. That is an audible anti-homeless device. Hostile architecture built in. So what they...
Fallen says Civ 5 is the last good Civ. Civ 6 is good because Australia's in it. And America has the most fucking overpowered civ power. Whenever you build an industrial district and any enhancements in said district, you get one of the base units, like one of the base military units, for free, and it doesn't cost maintenance. And it doesn't use any of the strategic resources to maintain it. So it is basically a free fucking unit forever. And you can upgrade them. So every city that you build any industrial infrastructure in gets like 4 free units that can be infinitely upgraded, that can be upgraded all the way to mobile infantry. So it's fucking great. Overpowered as fuck. And you get to be Abe Lincoln.
Done is installed some kind of device that is emitting a high-pitched buzzing noise, a shriek. It's really piercing. You can really, like, it's almost painful, and that's the whole fucking idea. That is the point. They want it to be painful for people who are thinking of coming and rolling out a sleeping bag or chucking a tent on the side of this bike.
Oh, it is, like, even just listening to it like this, turned down, it is fucking hard to handle.
Yeah.
Path, as people famously did not too long ago in this very spot, they want it to be painful to do that. This noise is something completely different. I've never seen this. I've never even heard of this in any other city around the world. This is something that seems quite new and quite shocking, honestly. It's a noise that really...
That other noise is fucking trains.
Like, I can feel it in my legs. I've got goosebumps and sort of an unpleasant jarring sensation in my legs from this audio. It's very hard to tolerate this noise. That is precisely the point. They don't want people here. They want people out of the CBD. They want people out of the city. My skin's kind of crawl.
I think I've just figured out how to disperse crowds.
Isn't this literally just Eldar or whatever?
Yeah, no, the sound, the microwave weapons that just make you warm, like they make you hot. The directed sound things are just meant for announcements. But if you just broadcast that sound in an area, are earplugs illegal in Australia? No. But Perth will probably make them illegal. I doubt earplugs will make much difference to that to that kind of noise.
Yeah.
Anyway, New Zealand Defence Force has spent 2025 training soldiers to fight fictional Christian terrorists. I don't actually mind that too much because, like, they're not going to train to fight. They're going to train to fight peers, and Christian terrorists are going to fight the way they do. I hope they also train to fight irregular tactical organizations, but whatever. Because, yeah, the Christians aren't going to be strapping bombs to themselves. Yet. All staged and legal guidance. Islamic practice requires prayers to be performed in clean places. The middle of a busy street with commotion is often considered unsuitable and distracting for praying. Indeed.
Good afternoon, Australia. You know, we couldn't make this shit up, even if we sat down and wrote a 7-series movie like Game of Thrones as to just how fucking corrupt this
Okay, so first of all, Game of Thrones is a book. Second of all, a group of movies is not a series.
shit is, and how one-sided it is.
I
To
mean-
see that the Prime Minister, the first thing he's done when the Muslims were laying down to prayer, not only was it illegal to be in the area, the police were given a move-on direction. It's not like they only gave on a move-on direction to the Muslims praying, but it was only the Muslims praying that tried to stage something as it was.
Oh, look, absolutely. Like I said at the time, it's a show of strength. I'll find it, but they did it in Times Square because it is, of course, that time of year again. It is Ramadan, the time when Muslims have to perform daily intermittent fasting, where they can only eat when the sun goes down, but when they eat when the sun goes down, they gorge themselves. You know, fasting. The single-handedly responsible for the obesity crisis in Saudi Arabia, because I can't remember the name of the fucking meal you have when you break fast. It eludes me, but the meals they have when they break their fast are banquets, and you're like, people just gorge themselves.
Yeah, you just feel like you eat all your daily calories.
You eat all your daily calories and then some.
More.
And then you go to sleep, or you get up before dawn and you eat the calories for the day. Like, this is the thing. It's not the idea that Ramadan is, they fast for 40 days. They fast for wow, isn't that amazing? They fast for all this time. Wow, I understand why they're so angry. Bitch, no, they're just not eating in the day. I noticed Sneeko was like on camera, like streaming, and was like drinking a Red Bull, and his chat was like, "Dude, it's Ramadan," because you're not supposed to drink either. And he's like, "Oh, it was an accident." Yeah, I accidentally opened that can of Red Bull. But yeah, because it was Eid because Ramadan has started. And now, you know, the Muslims have taken over New York. I'm, of course, not being literal. Future person who comes and looks at this fucking audio and goes, "Oh my god, he's so racist. He thinks it's all whatever." Okay, still here. Hi, it's Lance. So I'll be out mostly. They should be eating bread and water. Yeah, well, they're not actually fasting, so they shouldn't actually be eating anything. Also, they say they respect Jesus, but Jesus says that you should keep your religion private. I don't know that I have it, but it was Ash Wednesday on Wednesday, obviously, and the Irish Catholics were at it again. So normal Catholics, we like, you just get ash. The priest will sprinkle ash on your head for Ash Wednesday, and that's it. Like, they'll make like a mark on your head, and that's it. Mm-hmm. The Irish do it a bit differently. They basically draw a big fucking cross on your forehead and then walk around with it all day.
Yeah, I saw Mark Wahlberg doing his thing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, they went on fucking national TV with it. And it's like, dude, what the hell?
I'm gonna be honest, I had never seen that before.
You've never seen Ash Wednesday?
I haven't.
Yep. It's a strictly Catholic thing, but it's
sorry,
strictly
man.
Catholic. It's not in the Bible. It comes from the part, like, I think Ash Wednesday is the first Wednesday following Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday is the commemoration of the day when Jesus arrived in Jerusalem. When Jesus got to Jerusalem, the people who had heard of Jesus, which is not a lot of the population, greeted his arrival. Like, he rode in on a donkey with the apostles, and the people who greeted him held palm fronds. So that's why it's called Palm Sunday. So greeting Jesus' arrival. Ash Wednesday is you're anointed by the ash of the palms that were burned after Palm Sunday. So, and it's meant to be low key, because Jesus literally said, "Don't do this shit in public." Like, you're like doing it for other people. Like, if you do, Easter Sunday is after Palm Sunday. Ash Wednesday is 40 days. 40 days plus 6 Sundays before Easter. Okay, thank you, Kay. Yes. I knew it was before. 40 days plus 6 Sundays before. Easter Sunday is after Palm Sunday. Ash Wednesday is, yeah, Jesus said to do this shit, like, keep this shit to yourself. Because if you're out in public, you know, proclaiming your Christianity and doing all your good deeds for attention, you've just got your reward. So you don't get your reward is now in the earthly realm. So your religion is meant to be personal. It's meant to be private. Like, by being all showy about it, you're trying to get
king, bitch.
You're trying to get your reward. Yeah, you're trying to get your reward.
Literally the same performative shit.
It's
that,
performative.
Like,
yeah. So.
I saw the usual right-wing people on Twitter doing the Ash Wednesday stuff, and then I saw Mark Wahlberg, and I'm like, this is some crazy Catholic shit, isn't it? Okay.
It is crazy Catholic shit, unfortunately. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, I'm fine with it. Look, I'm Catholic, but I'm a lapsed Catholic, so I don't do Lent. I pray occasionally. I don't have a personal relationship with Jesus, but yeah, I haven't been to church in a long time, so
that's all. That's all my biggest.
Showy like Catholicism.
Yeah.
Catholicism isn't actually meant to be showy.
No, but it's become showy.
Like, no, there are some Catholic converts.
I know.
Converts are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And I think every faith will fucking agree with that. Converts are the fucking worst. Landmark study finds systemic racism in Australian universities.
Yeah, from who?
The survey found more than 76,000 students and staff found Jewish and Palestinian students experienced the highest level of discrimination.
Yeah, because they discriminate against each
bearing
other.
the brunt of ingrained racism at universities and institutions are chastised for failing to address hate on campus. People from Indigenous, Asian, Middle Eastern, African, Pacific... What is Pacifica? What the fuck is this?
Pacific. It's the catch-all for Pacific Islanders. It is a term.
It is a term.
It is a term, but it's not used very often. But that's the ethnic
Maori
kind of
and
word.
Muslim backgrounds also face higher rates of racism.
Yeah.
The landmark Australian Human Rights Commission report released on Tuesday. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but again, who's doing the racism? Because it's not the white people.
More than 90% of Jews and Palestinians reportedly experience racism due to their ethnicity or religion at university, according to the Racism at Uni study, which surveyed more than 76,000 students and staff from 42 universities in September. More than 8 in 10 respondents from Indigenous, Chinese, and Middle Eastern and Northeast Asian backgrounds report racism. Oh, because you've got to say Northeast Asian, because otherwise, I guess Northeast Asian is what? China,
China,
but you've already got China here. Korea, Japan, Taiwan,
Russia, Eastern Russia,
Russia,
Mongolia, all that stuff. Yeah.
And Southeast Asia is our area.
Yeah. Indonesia,
and then
Malaysia,
Asia,
Thailand, Laos.
Asia is in
Turkey.
India, fucking Turkey. No, but because the Middle East as well. Like, this fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But like when we say Asian, we mean East Asian. That's what Asian means.
Why doesn't everyone have their own country? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know, Kay. It's a mystery.
Huh.
Out of 47 recommendations included universities having a positive duty to stamp out racism. Yeah, more bureaucrats. That'll help. Australia has what, 126 bureaucrats per 1,000 people.
Of course we do.
Most in the world. Aussie!
Yeah.
26-year-old man has died after driving a truck the wrong way. After a truck driving the wrong way collided with his car on the Bruce Highway at Burpengary at about 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Another man is fighting for his life.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Someone's chasing him. Apparently they tried to, they caught up and tried to do the pit maneuver, but it failed. The problem with the pit maneuver is if you fuck it up, you're not catching them again.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Habibi.
It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
It was a truck driver suicide.
This is why Australians generally don't pursue, but...
Pardon me. Celine Against the Machine says, well, I won again. Celine 2, E-Safety Commissioner 0. Australian taxpayer -2. This whole ordeal started a few weeks after I found out I was pregnant, so it's quite poetic that it's all been wrapped up on my baby girl's first birthday. Special thanks to Carolyn Marcus for coming all the way to my mum's apartment to interview me. It was a day that none of us will forget. Thank you to everyone who supported me with this case. It hasn't always been easy for me to deal, but free speech and parental rights are something I will always fight for. Post a full video about it soon. So yes, the appeal. So they appealed. Not only did she win, they appealed. And the appeal was dismissed.
So the government appealed, yes, and got dismissed.
So
yeah.
Fucking Christ. Fucking absurd, man. Awesome. Can I please ask for all of us, did this e-safety Karen lose the initial case against you? Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
She did, yes. Oh, that's there twice. And in it, so, yeah. So the guy driving the truck was a thief.
Yep.
The getaway truck was being chased by other drivers who tried to pull off a pit maneuver at Burpengary. Police want to charge him with manslaughter. Police should charge him with manslaughter.
Yeah.
I think Australia should have felony. I think we should have felony murder.
We don't even have felonies.
No, but I think we should have like whatever
like the concept. If you
whatever the common law equivalent of felony murder would be.
Yeah. Some
if you manslaughter because manslaughter is insufficient.
Yeah.
You were in the commission of another crime. During the commission of another crime, you caused the death of someone else. That should That should be an enhanced charge.
Yes.
Like we should fucking put you in the ground, but we don't do that. So we should send you
because we're lame.
Send you to the pits for longer. That's what we should do instead of prison. We should have you go to the mines.
No.
SA Premier Peter Malak whatever sends a message to anti-immigration One Nation voters.
My message to One Nation voters is who's going to feed you and bathe you and wipe your bum when you're 90?
Me.
The robots.
The robots. My goal is to do that myself, you fucking idiot.
Right? Because...
Yes, we need to import the underclass. Don't you understand? We need an underclass.
We need more Filipino nurses, right?
We need to import Infinity Indians to wipe our bums because who knows better than how to wipe bums? Oh.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
The jokes write themselves.
Because if I get my way, they're going to be working on submarines.
What?
With high-paying jobs. So they
Why are you giving them
Why wouldn't the Indians be working in high-paying jobs?
Yeah, why are you giving the jobs to them instead of training the local people, Peter?
No, that's what he's saying. He's saying the locals will be working in high-paying jobs.
Oh.
But when you bring in Infinity Indians, the Infinity Indians are the locals.
Or to own their home. That has to be built by someone. And who's going to do that work?
The builders. The builders you train to work in trades that you need to build the fucking submarines. Fucking Christ.
That's not how that works.
I understand why the Japanese are like, nope, we're all in on robots. Robots or bust.
Yeah.
We will only allow robots to take care of our elderly people. Because the other alternative is to bring in a foreign underclass that will undercut our society. We must not let this happen. Anyway, speaking of stereotypes, Australia's leading the way in homosexual space communism.
A hate crime is any crime motivated by hate, prejudice, or bias towards people because of their identity or perceived difference. If you experience hate crime, even if it feels minor,
this whole show is a fucking hate crime at this point.
You should contact us. If you're in immediate danger, someone is seriously injured, a hate crime is happening now, or the suspect is still present.
I pity the poor constable who has to go through all 177 episodes of this show to find every instance of a hate crime.
That's what AI is for, right?
No, because I'll challenge it. Hate crimes, like if you used an AI, then I will argue that it hallucinated every single one of those instances.
Yeah.
You should call 000. If the incident has already happened and you're no longer in danger, you can still report it at your local police station or by calling Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. However you identify, you deserve to feel safe, respected, and empowered. When you report a hate crime, you'll be treated with support, respect, and dignity every step of the way by the New South Wales Police Force.
Okay, so this is, how do we ever function without migrants? I know, right? Well, technically Australia didn't.
Yeah,
for 60,000 years, the nomads basically did nothing except survive, and then the migrants came, but they were the control rivals. So they were something was different about those migrants. I can't quite put my finger on it. So hate crimes against whites? No, that's impossible. I would love for someone to make like an Irish joke and an Irish person to report it as a hate crime. Just to see what happens.
Oh, I saw that happen at work.
Yep. Someone made an Irish joke and they reported it HR.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, the woman who made the joke got in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah. She didn't mean it was innocuous. I can't remember what the exact. This was many years ago, but one of the guys in our team was Irish and he lodged a complaint.
He should be deported for being un-Australian.
You'd think so, but...
See, that's what... If I was Prime Minister, that's what I'd do. Like, there'd be laws passed where... Oh, yeah, you can report a hate crime. Like, that's the first stage. The first stage is we have a list. Everybody who reports a hate crime, we look at the underlying activities. And if it's you being soft, you get deported. And then once we've done all them, then we get rid of the hate crimes and we don't let those people back in.
Yeah, I like this rule.
No, if I was Prime Minister, I would do everything possible to get my constitutional amendment passed to incorporate a Bill of Rights, and then I would retire because I would have drastically reduced the power of the government.
And then the very next election, everything you just did will get undone.
No, that's why I put it in the Constitution.
Yeah, if it's Constitution, then...
As I said, everything you just did will get undone because it'll pass anyway. Because Labour will get back in.
Yeah, the Constitution requires the people to vote on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which point?
That's why I said I would do everything in my power.
If it passes,
I would pass some law.
Yeah, they'll call a referendum and get the people to vote on it. Yes.
Yeah, because
the people...
No. Tim, do you remember what side the government supported in the last referendum?
Yeah.
Which side won? We're talking about rights here. Australians don't give a fuck about that.
Well,
they'll get one taste of freedom. They'll get one taste of liberty, and then they'll be like, no, we don't want this.
If I can get them to vote for it, they'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and they're not going to appeal it.
This is why your house costs so much money.
For this one, I will show you the room here.
Okay, sure.
They just moved me today. This one.
Ah, okay.
This is
270 This is the private room. 270 a week, you said. How many people stay in the house?
Damn.
In this house, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
6. Okay, nice.
But later they.
Sure, it's got to be.
8 to 9. Okay.
8 to 9.
This is the kitchen. Nice. And I guess everyone gets a shelf on the fridge.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
A shelf. I remember those days.
The shared bathroom here.
Shared
so
bathroom.
Just toilet and the hand wash here.
Okay, nice.
This is shower. No more.
Okay, so another toilet.
My friends had their own fridge.
Yeah.
Like there would just be the house with 3 people in it, and there would be 3 fridges. Because that's the only way you could fucking guarantee.
As well. So there's 3 bathrooms.
Yeah, 3 shared bathroom and another ensuite bathroom in this house. So
Okay,
there's
nice.
private
Private fridge.
fridge inside.
Nice. And this is the shared room. Awesome. And how much is
If
this?
this all just
per
gets too hard.
food?
I've been through all this shit way
And
too
when
much.
when's it available?
Tim has
Available now.
lived as
Okay,
the
food as
Indians
well.
do.
Cool.
Yes, yes, I've lived in this kind of thing where you got 7 or 8 people in a fucking share house.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
that's what I
Oh,
lived
yeah,
in.
is there a washer and a
That is
dryer?
fucking horrifying, Timothy.
Okay.
It was a big
But there's a
house,
clothes
but
line.
still, yeah.
Just right up there.
Right.
Okay, nice.
It's a very old house.
It's only within the last 5 years that I started living by
Nice.
myself.
Okay.
All we see is in the rent.
Okay, awesome. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Yay!
this is the reality of share housing in Australia.
Yeah, basically.
$170 a week for a room. Like,
That's a 9-bedroom house at 170. No, well, the private one is $270. You think that's expensive? A rental in Auckland City would cost you at least $400 a room for a
New
week.
Zealand's no better. That's why the Kiwis come
Yeah.
here.
And Auckland City. Fucking, that's like saying Sydney.
Yeah, pretty much.
Islamists firebombed the synagogue in Melbourne. The ABC News called the firebomb synagogue a mosque. And I need to crank the audio up because this is very quiet.
The Shadow Minister for Defence is speaking there. You can see the new Liberal leader, Angus Taylor, there as well. They are at the Adas Israel Mosque in Melbourne's southeast.
Ah, yes, the Adas Israel Mosque. Of course. Is the Israel Mosque. Fucking Christ. Apparently there was some bushfires in Victoria again this week. Oh, I looked this up. This is actually true. They used to say Easter on them.
Yeah.
Now they don't say Easter at all.
Interesting. I didn't notice. It's not surprising, but I didn't notice.
Incredible egg. And it's so that you can sell it to people who are like, oh, how dare you bring in Easter eggs? Kit Kat. A blessed month begins. May this Ramadan bring your every break a moment. Ramadan Mubarak.
If that's the case, why aren't these being sold
as Ramadan eggs?
No, 12 months a year.
Yeah.
All year round.
Not many Easter eggs at Easter on them. Be Ramadan ding dong to you too. I looked up the Kit Kat Easter egg, and the last few years they've had Easter written on them, so it's like whatever. A major change is coming for e-bike owners and users. New South Wales is to get an e-bike age limit. Actually, maybe we should force convert everyone who comes to Australia.
Into what?
Christians.
Well, you'd have to convert me to be equal. And good luck.
No, well, you're culturally Christian.
Yeah,
culturally. On paper, I'm an Anglican. I am baptized, but my family's never practiced. So, okay, I have the part.
So you're bad Anglican.
I have the part. To be okay, you have a point.
The funniest thing I heard was the fastest way would be to outlaw halal butchery, which honestly is horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And if the vegans ever found out what halal butchery actually was, they'd be instantly anti-Muslim. But yeah, if you banned halal practices, then you would basically drive them out. Like any observant Muslim would have to leave.
Let's do kosher while we're at it.
Say goodbye.
It's well, if you banned the practice, the butchery practice of kosher is the same is very similar to the butchery practice of
and
halal.
you have to be fair. If you're banning halal, you'll have to ban kosher.
Yeah. So
drive them both out.
Like that's fine. Like you'll just have to import all your meat. So into the country that is furthest away from every other fucking country.
It has the strictest buyer
and has the strictest biosecurity
rules. Yeah.
So change is coming for e-bike owners and users. New South Wales is to get an e-bike age limit, and buyers and sellers are being...
We love age limits in Australia. Like, oh, you can't be social media, fucking e-bikes, guns, everything.
warned there will be a new legal standard, but critics say the new rules don't go far enough.
In the Harbour Tunnel this week, an e-bike flashes by, swerving, overtaking, no pedalling required, weaving through traffic northbound.
That's called lane filtering.
You know what I fucking love? No pedalling required. So you'd be fine with this if they were pedalling. So it would be completely legal because lane filtering is allowed.
Yes.
It's legal in New South Wales to lane filter. They passed it like 4 years ago.
It's legal in Queensland.
Yeah, it's legal.
You got to be slow. You got to be slow speeds, but yeah, it's again.
So, if it's legal to do it while pedaling, why does it fucking matter that this guy's not pedaling? Why does it matter that it's an e-bike?
Yeah,
he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
He's obeying the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
What is the actual fucking problem that we're trying to solve here? Oh, he's not registered.
Yeah, they're just motorbikes.
They're Karens.
Then require. Oh, he doesn't have third-party insurance. Okay, then require that.
Yeah.
He needs a license now.
No, yeah, that's where I fucking draw the line. No, he doesn't need a license. It's a bicycle, like it's a bike, unless it's a motorbike.
Apparently, it is.
But that's bullshit. It's not. It's a push bike.
Yeah, it's a push bike with a motor.
It was like the Wild West out there. There were almost no rules.
New rules announced today, and e-bike age limit of at least 12.
The bullshit part is riding that shit on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, and the irony is bicycles aren't allowed on the fucking sidewalk either.
Yeah, no.
If there is a road, you are meant to ride on the fucking road.
Yeah, but then they're taking push bikes and strapping motors onto them and still riding them on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah. Well, that's the law you change. They don't just fucking get rid of the entire thing.
Maybe even 16.
At the moment, it's legal for a primary school kid who can barely lift one of these bikes to ride it on New South Wales streets.
Mate,
and that has to change.
In 3 years, all e-bikes must comply with the European standard, so they can't be power-assisted beyond 25 kilometres an hour.
The manufacturer must have taken all reasonable steps to prevent it from being modified in either power or speed.
In Cronulla, young e-bike riders are creating waves.
They've got no idea of the road rules.
They are dangerous if you don't ride them the right way.
They're all power limited. You just remove the limiter and they'll get you up to 80, 90 kilometres an hour. This idea that they can't be, that they're hack proof, that they can't have the limiters removed. It's impossible.
No, if the government passes a law that says it has to be hack proof, it is instantly hack proof.
I know, right?
Yeah, Tim.
Don't you know how laws work, Tim? Government says do, action happens.
Didn't you do a civics class, Tim?
No. This is not America. We don't have a civics.
Don't worry, Americans don't do civics classes anymore.
No, I know.
Because an informed populace is a danger to power.
Yeah.
In 3 years, all e-bikes must comply with the European standard, so they can't be power-assisted beyond 25 kilometres an hour.
The manufacturer must have taken...
Why? Just make them for adults then. Just make them for adults and let us ride them at fucking 50 at the speed limit.
If it's a vehicle that's capable of, treat them as a vehicle, other than a push bike. So
all right, and that
get a C-class license.
And
I take that back because they can exceed 60 kilometers an hour.
Or
like a motorbike.
If you're going to limit all this shit to 25 kilometers an hour,
put them on a motorbike license.
Make anything that can travel under 25 kilometers an hour not require a license or anything registration.
Yeah, exactly. And if it can go more than if it can exceed 60, then treat it like a motorbike.
Like
because you can ride a 50. You can ride it. Well, you can ride a 50cc scooter on your car license. You don't need a motorbike license. But those little mopeds are limited to 60 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So if your
Taking all
e-bike
reasonable
exceeds 60,
steps to prevent
then you need a motorbike license.
Yeah.
it from being modified in either power or speed.
In Cronulla, young e-bike riders are creating waves.
They've got no idea of the road rules.
They are dangerous if you don't ride them the right way.
All other vehicles need registration and they need number plates
My bicycle
too.
doesn't need registration, buddy.
That's the opposition played police enforcement.
People that are riding bikes are traceable, trackable, and as a result of that, there will be a change in behaviour.
Rules catching up and what's been an explosion in interest. Right now, there are more than 750,000 e-bikes around New South Wales roads. E-bikes given years to comply, the government says the wait is in everybody's interest.
Food delivery riders having to stop delivering your takeaway food on a Friday night.
Chris Marr, 7 News.
Major change.
Yeah, focus on actual crimes that cause harm. Yes, but yeah, exactly. They want everybody to use electric everything, but if you put an electric motor on a push bike, God, not like that.
A bicycle? No, only quad cycles.
And if I strap two bicycles together and then put a seat in between them and strap motors on them and drive it around like a car, people get mad at me. I wonder if you could do that.
You're essentially just creating a...
You just reinvented a shit
quad.
car.
Yeah, really shit car.
An Australian, more of the noticer. Aussie trucker unleashes an Indian driver for failing to use rest stop toilet. An Australian trucker has blasted an Indian driver for defecating on the ground at rest stops and saying Indians cause substantially more issues on the road than locals.
There's a song about this.
Aussie recounted the experience in a video on his YouTube channel. Aaron, the typical trucker, where he hit back at a one-sided ABC News report about Indian drivers being the victims of racism. Yeah, I think we saw that one. He recalled that earlier this month he was parked at a rest stop at Moreau Road, New South Wales, just before 10 p.m. Saw another truck pull up beside him at 11:30. My alarm on my phone went off at 4:30 a.m. Right now, I look out me window, and the truck was already gone. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a 7-hour break. And where his truck was parked, there was a massive pile of fecal matter. Aaron said, a lot of poo on the ground.
I'm pretty sure he said shit.
A lot of poo on the ground with a lot of toilet paper. And the toilet was not even 5 to 10 metres away. He just got out of the truck. I ended up catching him up down the road, a couple of hours down the road towards Sydney, because I seen his fleet number. And when I went past him, I noticed he was an Indian. I think the pile of shit next to the fucking truck was a bit of a giveaway. Now, I'm not saying that it's all Indians do it. They don't. But one thing I can say is that you never see an Australian truck driver do that. Never. You would never see them get out of their truck when there's a toilet right there and just go on the ground. They would never do it. I think I've got a pretty good fucking, bogan Aussie accent. Is there racism out on the highway? Yeah, there is. It's just as bad as what the ABC... Is it as bad as what the ABC makes it out to be? No. The problem is in Australia, we've been vilified as racist whenever we confront an issue. Whenever we raise concerns, now a lot of people are too afraid to. But if I look, I don't care anymore. But look, I don't care anymore. We have to have these conversations on what's going on and why it's happening. Otherwise, it'll never get fixed. Aaron also took issue with part of our ABC segment showing an Indian driver on his radio and said that in a decade of driving, not once have I ever heard an Indian driver come on the radio to try and work with us. The video attracted thousands of supportive comments from drivers from other countries reporting similar issues. Quote, I travel the Sturt Highway regularly and have noticed that only 1 in 15 Indian drivers will interact with you on the UHF. Unless they notice their mate, then they'll talk to each other in Punjab. This, I believe, is why the racist stuff comes up. I think this report was extremely one-sided. Maybe a reporter should have spent a week in a truck with an Aussie and with an Indian to get a real perspective. The other day I was asked to train a new driver, to which I refused, and immediately the racist card came out. I was accused of being racist. The reality is I do not believe I'm experienced enough to train another driver. I'm not employed to train another. And finally, I do not know this person's driving skill and will not risk my life for an unknown driver's driving skill. It seems that you cannot do anything these days without being called racist or un-Australian. Yes, Australians have always had high standards. It's what made Australia the mighty bloody nation that we are. Now having our standards undermined, and it's understandably upsetting for every hardworking Aussie. I think that's a great segue into everyone's actual favourite segment.
Go on, say the M word, go on.
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
That's racist.
Racism news.
That's a hate crime.
Yeah.
Interesting development, as you may or may not know. There's a long-standing practice in Black American communities of selling plates, which are just that, plates of prepared food from one's home. Obviously without a restaurant license or anything, so it's technically illegal, though rarely enforced. It predates the internet, but with the rise of Facebook Marketplace, it's become more visible to outsiders. I'm sure I don't need to walk you through the criticisms and defense of the practice, but to mention that that's also arguably a form of laundering SNAP funds. Anyway, it looks like California is attempting to regulate this practice by creating a new category, micro enterprise home kitchen operation, which applies to these sort of small scale home based operations. They're even subsidizing them, apparently, which makes sense. Since otherwise I doubt many sellers of plates would bother with even a simple process of applying to the state for permission to do what they've been doing anyway. Selling plates,
the Blacks have been cheating the system for generations.
That's a pretty big meal there for $25. It's a good deal.
That's American. They always got big meals.
Oh, actually, that's $25 American too. So,
yeah.
If you're a landlord in CA, please make sure your lease prohibits commercial food prep. At minimum, drains will be clogged with grease, and you risk grease fire with your kitchen and skyrockets, notwithstanding all the other associated nuisances. Ha! Lol. So now you won't be able to do it under your lease. You get evicted. I just found the perfect example of Indian mediocrity. He's smart enough to use a VPN to hide his location and even sourced his phone from the US to connect to the App Store. But he freely shared engagement slop, not realizing Grok uses real-time search based on your detected geographic address, India in his case. I've worked in cybersecurity. That's exactly the level of depth and competence Indians demonstrate on the job. Just barely sentient enough to read the basics. Fail at obvious OPSEC where it matters. Let's see. X-Freeze. Antarctica. Joined July 24. Account based in United States, so they use a VPN.
Right.
Connected via United States App Store. Oh no, it's not a fake account. And yet here we go. What is it? Benjamin Harper. Searched web Indian news headlines. Interesting. Why summarize? What does summarize today's news? Return Indian news headlines. Pretty sure it's not going to do that for me. Grok is the worst fucking AI that they have. Like, seriously. Like, out of all the AIs, Grok's the worst. Outrage as 3 million dogs to be massacred by firing squad ahead of the World Cup. Shocking images and reports of dogs being killed in Morocco. Whew, there's a bit of a difference there. Have drawn global scrutiny of a campaign linked to the country's 2030 World Cup preparations. The North African nation was confirmed in 2023 as a co-host alongside Spain and Portugal, a decision that animal rights groups claim has coincided with a widespread cull of strays across Moroccan cities. Activists said the alleged effort aims to make the cities a tourist hotspot appear cleaner and safer, as well as more appealing to international visitors. Wink, wink, we know which international visitors they're talking about. Fans and media in an attempt to avoid negative perceptions associated with strays. An estimated 3 million stray dogs live on Morocco's streets. Damn. Aww. Aww. Oh, damn it. Horrifying. Mount Canulahan erupted on Negros Islands in the Philippines. I don't know why this is in racism news. Maybe it's the Negros Islands. 1 killed, 5 hospitalized from cable electrocution in Haiti market. That shouldn't be in racism news.
What?
Oh, the high voltage cable snapped. So, maintenance. Attacker kills at least 50, abducts women and children in Nigeria's Zamfara state. At least 50 people were killed and several women and children abducted after armed men attacked a village in Nigeria's northwestern Zamfara state. Why don't they just say, so several women and children, so that's what, 14? So why don't they just say 36 men and 14 women and children? So, like, oh no, they're saying abducted. So they're not, never mind. I was going to make a point about men being excluded from these numbers. The men just get killed. Anyway. Moving on to immigration news. Drew Pavlo has been deported from the US. Not a bad deportation. He was just turned back because he had the wrong visa. So Drew performance art update. Billie Eilish got me deported from the US. I think her legal team contacted DHS. I spent 30 hours at LAX immigration trying to explain that my shitposts were just a joke and that I didn't actually plan to personally move to her mansion.
Just a prank, bro.
Honestly, most of the agents were nice and laughed about the idea, but there was nothing I could do. Maybe evil leftists are still in charge of sections of the bureaucracy. I guess some people are, in fact, actually illegal on stolen land, and I guess I'm just a bad guy. Oh, get it? Get it? Get Billie Eilish's song? Get it? You idiot. I could have told you this was going to happen. Like,
yeah.
I think the community note breaks down like that he just didn't get the right visa. He was denied entry, but he didn't have the correct visa for the purpose of a visit. Yeah, because he was there for business.
Yeah.
That's why they ask you. Mm-hmm. I'm here on holiday. Just, you're here on holiday.
If you're there on a holiday, then you get a visa waiver.
Yeah. But if you're there for business, you need to get a proper fucking visa.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I was here on holiday and Joe Rogan called me. They asked me if I planned to trespass on Billie Eilish's property. I said no, I was shitposting. They asked me if I planned to meet Billie Eilish. I said of course not. They asked me if I threatened to blow up Chinese installations. I laughed and said no. This is the thing. He was arrested in London because he's an anti-Chinese guy first, like before all this. And the Chinese like put the boot in. But yeah, on a flight to Sydney now. They didn't ban me from the US. They just said I have to apply for a different visa next time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They told me the main reason they stopped me was because of Billie Eilish. Lost all my bookings. I suffered for my art. Drew ported. Wow. He's been Drew ported. Unhinged anti-ICE protesters storm Minneapolis church. Oh, fucking Facebook. If I clicked on the fucking video to play the fucking video, you can assume I want to hear the fucking video.
We can't make that assumption.
You don't need to do that.
I swear this is Indian UX.
The breaking news we have just heard, the FBI has apparently just served subpoenas to several officials here in Minneapolis, including members of the office of Governor Tim Walz. We will bring you more information as we get it on those subpoenas.
So yeah, sorry, I was just adjusting bottles in my fridge.
Piss bottles?
Yes, piss bottles. I really had to go. So yeah, the subpoenas have been issued to the governor, the attorney general, and the mayor of Minneapolis, which is fucking hilarious.
Good.
He's the Irish immigrant who claims he's a victim of Trump's ICE crackdown, but now his twin daughters back home say he abandoned them as toddlers and should return to face drug charges. The estranged twin daughters of a man detained in the US have claimed he abandoned them and called for their father to be sent home. So this is him. He fled Ireland after being charged with drug offences, and then like was in the US illegally. He's been detained by ICE and is pending deportation. And he's complaining.
It doesn't happen to white people. It doesn't happen to white people, but the Irish.
That's right. It doesn't happen. It only happens to brown people. Trump just wants to send brown people. No, you in the country illegally. ICE is going to send you home. They did it to Drew Pavlo.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's great.
Though I guess he's a brown person.
He's a WOG, so it doesn't count. I know what the W in WOG means. I know what it means.
Western Orient.
Yeah, Western white of other.
No, Western Oriental gentleman. That's what WOG stands for.
I watched the WOG boy. I know.
WOG boy, WOG boy. Linda Davis, a teacher at Hessen's K-8 school in Georgia, was killed after an illegal alien reportedly crashed into her while attempting to flee ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah mourning the loss of a beloved educator.
That's right, and
Stop calling them educators. They're goddamn
confirming
teacher.
that Dr. Linda Davis was killed in a car wreck
Stop
just blocks
demeaning
from the
their
school
work.
at Whitfield Avenue. The cause, a man without legal status fleeing a traffic stop with
Just calling
immigration's
illegals,
enforcement. WJCL 22 News' Lydia Blackstone is live now. And Lydia, tell us more about how this crash happened.
Good evening, Greg and Shannon. The Department of Homeland Services says that a man was fleeing ICE officials when he ran a red light and took an illegal U-turn right here. This is the exit you would take when going onto the Truman Parkway. It was then that he hit and killed a Chatham County educator. Broken glass and bent car frames being taken off the roadways in Chatham County after an early morning crash. The deceased, a beloved special education teacher, Dr. Linda Davis, who worked less than a mile away at Hess K-8. While students were out for President's Day, Monday was a work day for teachers like Dr. Davis. The school responding, releasing a statement saying, "We should all expect and try to understand that there will be a variety of emotions and responses as to what has occurred. The most important thing we can do is to be supportive and encourage an open expression of feelings." As for what led up to it, police say ICE officers initially attempted a traffic stop of 38-year-old Oscar Vasquez Lopez. The Department of Homeland Security says he was initially stopped, then sped away, running a red light and making an illegal U-turn, which caused the deadly collision. DHS releasing this photo and saying he was in the country illegally from...
Yeah, big surprise. Yeah. Oh, this should be in the other. This should be in the other one. From what I'm hearing, the man shooter was. This is the trans shooter. From what I'm hearing, the man shooter was very upset that he was not invited to the senior day ceremony because his ex-wife wanted to spare the son of the embarrassment of having a trans parent walk out with the student. They believe that's why he snapped. That was the reason. Pennsylvania man who spent 43 years in prison before his murder conviction was overturned, only to be taken straight to immigration custody, is denied bail while he fights deportation.
Correct.
Everybody's like, oh, this is so cruel. Yeah. So he should get his payout for being held in prison incorrect. Like, actually, I need to look into why the case was overturned. Like, if it was a technicality, it's not a wrongful. Like, it's not necessarily a wrongful imprisonment. Argued that he would have most likely been spared deportation to become a citizen if not for the murder case, given immigration laws at the time. Lol, no. Too bad, bro. He got a deportation order in 1999 while he was in prison. Venom's lawyer argued Tuesday he would have left prison on a drug charge by 1992. It was the delivery of LSD on a very small scale. This is not importing tons of cocaine. He's not a danger to the community. We're talking about an offence that occurred 40 years ago. Initially pursued... So he was already a criminal. He had a drug charge.
Surprise.
So he had a drug charge in 1992. So he would have left prison with his drug charge in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So in August, Pennsylvania threw out the Nevada murder conviction of the 1980 death of a college friend based on ballistics evidence that prosecutors hadn't disclosed during his 2 trials. Supporters listening remotely on the bail hearing, including a Center County prosecutor and the mayor of State of College. Russian charge. The fact he's been a model prisoner does not suggest that out in public he's going to be safe. It's not yet clear whether Wilson. So, look, he was a criminal. So, if you want to come to a country, so he's not a Pennsylvania man. Now, that's right. Like those 43 years on a blank slate, he's lived a remarkable experience. He's lived a remarkable experience in prison. He's welcome to write about it. When he's back home, he's not subject to laws in the United States to prevent you from profiting from your crimes. Also, because he was in prison unjustly for 43 years, I guess, or at least not 43 years, but the drug charge would have been out in 1992. Then he gets payment. What is it, like a couple of $1,000, like a couple of $100 a day or something? So, yeah, that's right. The guy in Georgia. Oh no, that guy was like killed by the cop. He got a settlement and then bought like a fancy truck and was pulled over by the cops for speeding. And then he got into it with the copper and tried to kill him, and the cop fucking murked him. That was that was last year, I want to say. Anyway, sorry, bro. If you're not a citizen and you commit a crime in a country, you should go home. Like, you should be deported. What should happen is, like, on the day of your release, the plane is ready to take you home. Authorities say an attempted terror attack targeted DHS and federal agents after a suspect stole an ambulance, filled it with gas cans, and rammed it into a federal building in Idaho.
Last night at approximately 11:10 p.m., officers from the Meridian Police Department, the Ada County Sheriff's Office, Boise Police Department, and the Meridian Fire Department responded to a 911 call reporting that a Canyon County paramedics ambulance had been stolen from the ambulance bay at St. Luke's West. Preliminary investigation indicates the suspect drove the ambulance north through the parking lot and retrieved gas cans that had been staged in nearby vegetation. The suspect then drove the ambulance directly into the North Portico building, which houses Department of Homeland Security offices. Investigators believe
See, that is a Homeland. That is a terrorist trying to kill federal agents, not Alex Preddy.
Yeah.
Portland City Council member is calling for the rules to change to allow council members to open carry firearms after a far-left anti-ICE extremist forced the council chambers to be evacuated during an occupation. Lol. With a $2.2 million security budget currently funding ballistic-resistant safe rooms and a dedicated executive protection units for councillors, it's unclear what tactical gap personal open carriers are meant to fill. Is this a security necessary or a move to bypass the very restrictions being placed on the public by SB 243? Lol. Yeah, they should be denied. No, you don't get to open. If the public doesn't get to open carry or doesn't get to concealed carry or open carry, neither do you, bro.
Yep.
Two leftist watchers were chasing an ICE vehicle. The ICE officer swerved to fake getting on the exit ramp, then back onto the highway. The two leftist chase cars crashed into each other.
It's getting ridiculous out there, folks. This white SUV and this blue car swerving and speeding, trying to block this ICE agent. ICE agent here swerves as if he's gonna take the exit and then goes right back onto the freeway, and then these two demis crash into each other.
That's the new slow, the demis.
Fuck around and find out. Yeah. They should be charged for dangerous driving.
You would think so.
Yeah. They won't be, because it's a blue state. Blue states don't. Blue states only enforce laws on people they don't like.
Basically,
Anyway, let's talk about communism. Ursula von der Leyen, who is the chair of the European Commission. Europe has all it needs to take the lead in the competitive race This month, this is from the Eurozone, who one of its largest members decided that they would enter the AI race with their investment of $30 million. Sorry, 30 million euros. This month, the EU Commission will unveil the European Savings and Investment Union. Will turn private savings into much-needed investment. We'll work with our institutional partners to get it off the ground. What the fuck? Does this mean they're starting a bank? As the rebranded Capital Markets Union, it aims to mobilise idle bank deposits into productive capital markets to fund growth. Okay, so the European Central Bank is going to just be a normal bank now.
Okay.
That's fun, because who's going to bail them out? Gadsent says, I warned you repeatedly that this was coming. You ignored my warnings. Residents in this area of Manhattan, New York are completely shocked to hear an Islamic call to prayer blasting on high-volume speakers as they walk down the street. 25 years since 9/11, boys and girls.
Yeah. Terrorist one.
Here is a
Terrorist win.
Hearing Azan. Come here.
And there's two dogs. Muslims want to get rid of those.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought in my life he's gonna be here, hearing this in the middle of New York. Good.
They won.
Yeah, they won.
They fucking won. In Islam, there's no reciprocity. Try church bells or hymns in Mecca, arrested. Yet in 9/11 scarred New York, we submit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The war on terror broke America. Broke its spirit. Mayor Zoran Madani is urging Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz to drop charges against Jabez Chakraborty after body cam shows him lunging with a kitchen knife and officers firing in self-defense.
New York City's new mayor could be facing his first big test when it comes to the police. He wants charges dropped against a mentally ill man who was shot after allegedly attacking officers with a knife. Nate Foy is live in New York. He's got the latest for us. Hi, Nate.
Hey, John. Yeah, this one's hard to wrap your head around. A man is seen on video that you just saw charging at an NYPD officer with a 13-inch knife. But New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani says that man should not be prosecuted. So take a look. Back in January, the family of Jabez Chakraborty called 911 requesting a medical transport for a schizophrenic episode. When the NYPD officers enter the home, take a look. The 22-year-old charges at the officer with that knife. The officer backs up. You can see he closes that door to protect himself, and he orders Chakraborty to drop the knife, but he doesn't. Then the man breaks through the door, and the officer shoots him 4 times.
It's pretty.
Chakraborty appeared at his
fair amount of restraint there from NYPD.
Friday. He pleaded not guilty to charges of attempted assault and criminal possession of a weapon. He's being held on a $50,000 bail.
Is that it? 50,000? Really?
I'm surprised he's being held on cash bail at all.
Yeah.
Prosecutors, we are duty-bound to follow the facts, evidence, and circumstances where they lead us, including in cases that have a mental health component. Mayor Mamdani visited Chakraborty in the hospital.
Jeez, that's a great photo of Fox News. Just looking at something with disgust.
Where mental health workers would respond to
looking
a call like
spastic.
this rather than police.
No family should have to endure this kind of pain. What they need right now is care, dignity, and support. Jabez should not be prosecuted by the Queens District Attorney. His handcuffs should be removed, and he should be receiving.
I appreciate that he is now experiencing the glories of the difference between campaigning and actual governing.
Yes.
We are forced to raid the rainy day fund, the retiree health benefits trust reserve, and to increase property taxes.
would rather
he's
do
gonna
is ensure that
create
they
a New
remain as
York.
they are so that the city can be on firm financial footing. However, in order to get to this point of closing the gap on both this fiscal year and the next fiscal year, we are forced to raid the rainy day fund, the retiree health benefits trust reserve, and to increase property taxes across these other years.
And yet
How
it still
much?
doesn't fix your problem.
So these are millions of dollars. So 3.7 billion of property taxes.
Mm-hmm.
What's this line? Because that goes up by double. This has got to be... So this is incoming. Something else here increases as well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
He's going to balance the budget.
No, he's not.
Zoran was suggesting this option as the path of last resort.
Oh, he's definitely
in the
gonna use
event
it
this, in the event the New York State government does not pass income tax hikes on wealthy New Yorkers. Yeah, they didn't. So your path of your path of last resort is now the path of only resort.
Yep.
A distraught family blasts Canada for euthanizing son, 26, who suffered from seasonal depression. They executed this poor... Like, they let him use MAID because he had SAD. Like, seasonal affective disorder is sad. It's where the weather makes you sad. Like, makes you depressed. They fucking execute... Like, letting people kill themselves over the SADs. Faced mental health struggles stemming from a car accident at 17. His depression often flared during the winter months. Bro! Get the government to pay for a trip to Florida in like 6 months of the year. But Dr. Eileen Webb, a MAID provider in British Columbia, approved Vafan's death. News the family only learned about days later. His mother, Margaret Marcella of Ontario, alleged that Webb was coaching her son on how to qualify as a Track 2 patient. Those whose natural deaths aren't deemed reasonably imminent. Why is there... Track 2 is so fucking ridiculous. Like, I can understand if you have a terminal diagnosis and the path ahead is full of pain and suffering with no hope. And you going, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through that. And taking the out. I can understand that. But the fucking, like, oh, we just let anybody kill them, like, use mutual assistance in dying. Like, fuck, man.
You want to off yourself, go do it. But don't do it on the taxpayer's dime. Don't use my money to fucking fund your suicide. That's the bullshit.
I love that Tim's objection is the money.
Well,
don't use my money to kill yourself. Just throw yourself off a fucking bridge.
Well, dude, this is government subsidized suicide.
No, this is not just subsidized. It's government endorsed.
That too.
Yeah, it's endorsed.
Like the endorsement, like you take away the government funding, you take away the government endorsement, right? It all goes together.
Kill us all. I know. The awfuls will kill us all. 100%.
But you take away the money and the endorsements go with it. Like you have to start with the money in the first place.
Ridiculous. Zora Mandami calls on New Yorkers to shovel snow during tomorrow's blizzard.
You got to show 5 forms of ID, though.
Good luck with that.
We're utilizing 33 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow.
Oh, so you have to show
can get
paperwork
started
to
right
shovel
away.
snow. But paperwork. Are you a legal resident of New York City? Do you have a social security number? I wonder what the exact stuff is. I'm just.
You know what ICE could do? It'd be really funny.
What they could do right now?
Just have ICE around those. Yeah, just have ICE agents around those areas.
So update to register to shovel snow in Mandami's New York City. You must present 2 forms of ID plus social security card.
Yeah, you know what we call that in Australia?
2 small photos, 2 copies of original forms of ID, plus copies, social security card.
Okay, that's a bit excessive.
I didn't think this was real, but I looked it up, and here's the page.
Yeah.
Pay starts at $19.14 per hour and increases to $28 per hour after the first 40 hours worked in a week. Isn't that nice? They give you overtime.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's 28 US. That's like 45 Australian, 50-ish.
Actually, here's the website. So
just call the plow kid.
Call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Just insane. Emergency snow shovelers. Oh, let's talk about Epstein. Epstein, survivor in 2015. I didn't have sex with Epstein. I wasn't abused. I gave massages and sandwiches. I just felt stupid.
She was the air hostess on board the notorious Lolita Express, the billionaire's private jet at the center of a sex scandal making lurid headlines across the world. Sleazy Wall Street tycoon Jeffrey Epstein used the Lolita Express to ferry a bevy of beautiful young women. Among the passengers, former President Bill Clinton and Britain's Prince Andrew.
On almost every trip that I did go on, there were young girls around.
In this Inside Edition exclusive...
What does young girls mean? That's a meaningless fucking term.
Yep. Shantae Davies takes us inside the secret world of the Lolita Express, named for the controversial book and movie about a professor's infatuation with an underage girl. Shantae made several trips on Jeffrey Epstein's infamous Lolita Express. She says she was one of several young, attractive women hired to travel around the world, giving massages or yoga instruction to Epstein.
Notice how he says young, attractive women. Denoting of legal age.
At his rich and powerful friends. When Shantae was hired, she was a struggling 22-year-old actress.
22? What?
Oh my God. What? She once played a lingerie model in a movie called Exposed.
These designs are really great.
Shantae worked as a masseuse, but says she never had sex with Epstein. Did you ever think that maybe more was going on than simple massages?
Looking back, of course.
Was there a bed on the airplane?
Actually, yes, there was, yeah.
On one memorable flight on board a plane like this provided by Air Hollywood, she says she made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for passengers, including Oscar winner Kevin Spacey, actor Chris Tucker, and even Bill Clinton. They were all flying to Africa on a humanitarian mission, and Jeffrey Epstein had given them the use of his jet.
So you never gave President Clinton a massage?
No, I didn't.
Shantae says when the plane landed in Africa, Clinton took her shopping, but she says nothing improper occurred.
They had shut down a jewelry store for us, and I helped him pick out a bracelet for Chelsea.
It was a jet-set lifestyle for sure, but Shantae says she felt uncomfortable about being part of Epstein's collection of young women. You saw young women around Jeffrey Epstein, and they didn't seem to have regular jobs, and you started wondering, why are they here?
Yes.
Let me stop you right there. Lady, you were a fucking airline hostess for a billionaire. That's not a regular fucking job. Like, I assume you're working all the time, but you're only really working when he travels someplace or uses the plane. So, fucking hell. It's not like this was a commercial airline and you're doing runs to Phoenix every week. Or every day, sorry.
Yes.
When you look back, are there red flags that you should have seen at the time?
Definitely, yeah. Why fly anyone out to be a masseuse when there's plenty of masseuses in the same city that you're in?
Epstein served 13 months in prison for soliciting an underage girl for prostitution. Now just looking at the front page headlines the scandal has generated brings Shantae to tears.
To have to deal with that and then on top of it defend my character, I'll have children one day, you know, and they'll read this.
She wonders whether she'll ever be able to live down her time on the Lolita Express.
More than anything, I just felt stupid.
What do you mean one day? Hang on, when was she hired? When was she 22?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. I'd have to do math. Kay still hears this. It's just like Me Too. They're embarrassed and pretend they were victimized when they were actually just paid for their services. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole Epstein thing, like, so make no mistake, Jeffrey Epstein was a bad man.
Yeah.
Like, he and Ghislaine manipulated young underage girls to perform sex acts on Jeffrey in his house in Palm Beach and probably on his island as well. What he did not do was traffic women. Traffic women, peddle them off as some sort of like Uber pimp blackmailer.
Ghislaine brought the women to him.
Yeah. And then the women went and found other women for him. That's what groomers do. They get other people to recruit.
He wasn't a merchant or a middleman. He was getting the women for himself.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't a pimp.
No.
He wasn't a pimp.
He was the
John.
He was the
If
John.
anything, Ghislaine was the pimp.
Yes, she was the madam. Yes.
Yes.
Literally, she was a madam. She was the one hiring and finding all the tricks.
Yep. So, and his personal assistants and people in his employ helped them. That's why they are unindicted co-conspirators, because they aided and abetted him fucking underage girls. That's how co-conspirators works. But we don't trust anything anymore. And it's the perfect environment for, like, social media has made moral panics real fucking easy to trigger. It's made, oh God, there's a term for it. Not rationalization. It's, fuck, I forgot the term. There's a term for it. But essentially it's when you basically believe something and then it becomes reality. But social media is incredibly powerful. So these ideas just travel like rapidly. And people read something on social media and assume it's true. Because our brain, like human brains are fucking terrible at discerning facts. And it's difficult. Determining facts is really hard. It takes effort. You've got to fucking sit down. You've got to read primary sources. You've got to put pieces together. You've got to Pepe Sylvia your way across your fucking back wall to figure all this stuff. And again, yes, it's too much effort. It's too hard. And there's no one anybody trusts anymore to just tell you what the actual thing is. Like to tell you what reality is. No one believes anybody.
Well,
so I'm not telling you to believe me.
They've been proven wrong.
I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm just as fallible as anybody else.
No. But why would I believe people who've been caught out to be fucking
Exactly.
lying? That's why I don't trust anything.
And we've eroded trust in everything. Like all our institutions, the trust has just been eroded. And we did it to ourselves. Like we did it to ourselves. The media did it to themselves as well. Like the media went so hysterical over Trump that it just drove what was left of their credibility into the fucking ground. And they're doubling down now, and it's not going to get any better. And this Epstein thing is just a powder keg of insanity, just waiting to was sitting there ready to explode, and everybody just ran for the fucking plunger. And the media is not helping. The media is making it worse. And I don't see a way out of this because rationality is gone.
Yeah, I felt duped.
Hello, my name is Shantae Davies, and I'm here before you today as a survivor of decades of pain, trauma, and betrayal at the hands of Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein.
That makes sense.
So she's a survivor of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell because she worked for them. Are you fucking kidding? What?
And the people who enabled them, and a government that for far too long refused to help.
Refused to help how? I'm pretty sure you would have got a payout.
In 2002, I was living in California, a young woman with high aspirations of becoming an actress. I was already beginning to make a name for myself in the industry.
Sounds like you went on
A person I
several
trusted,
casting
someone I thought was a friend, invited me to meet a powerful woman who could help advance my career. That woman happened to be Ghislaine Maxwell. I was asked to give her a massage, though I had almost no experience, and when I did, she praised me and promised introductions to someone enormously powerful, someone who could change the course of my life, and that man was Jeffrey Epstein. At first, I was an excited young woman on top of the world. Epstein flew me to his private island. He listened to my dreams, promised to help, but his promises came with a catch. The abuse began. He told me to keep it secret. He manipulated me with quid pro quo I did not consent to, but I felt I had no one to turn to. He was too powerful. I was just
Holy shit, he was too powerful. He was the president. What? No, he's some fucking rich prick in Florida. Fucking leave. Go back to fucking California.
Yeah.
He was too powerful? Are you fucking kidding? He was too powerful. That's why in 2015, I went on Inside Edition and spilled the beans. Mustn't be very powerful then. Fucking Christ. This is insane. And the insanity gets fucking worse. This guy says, it's just a complete coincidence that the DOJ has completely withheld all the Epstein documents immediately before, during, and after 9/11, right? This comes from Reddit. So, and if you look at the actual Reddit post, if it's still there, it's probably been fucking taken down. But the note explains it if it's not. Oh, it is still there. Share as tab. Here we go. So, edit. This information is like a stool with two imaginary legs. I came in with the start dates of Epstein and Maxwell's email correspondence from Gmail and asked Gemini to find the other side of the communication cutoff if it existed. It claimed it had direct access to the manifests, which could be published or could be derived from the zip files that have been removed, and saw this discontinuity but did not have access to those manifests. It literally just made up this scenario and then defended it. So the initial premise is valid, that the emails start late in 2001, 2002. I can't eliminate the premise as long as I'm doing that. So it literally hallucinated this entire fucking thing. This entire gap of serial numbers is bullshit. But because he posted it, now it's reality. Now it's a conspiracy theory. Now Epstein and 9/11, they're related. They have to be. I mean, look at the gap. It's from the gap in the Epstein files is from 1998 to 2002. What happened? What happened in that period? 25,000 missing serial numbers. It's got to be related to the only thing that happened in that period.
The
9/11
.com bottle.
No, 9/11 obviously, not .com burst. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Or he didn't have email before then, or he didn't keep the email before then. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. We're doing this to ourselves. Fallen says, hearing Thermo talk about Epstein makes me miss his rants about living with TDS. Oh, fuck off. You have to understand, this is fucking insane. We've lost our fucking collective minds. No one is being rational anymore. Collectively, everybody is just going off on retarded tangents, and it's actively making everything worse. Because nothing is getting done, because everybody's obsessed. People are getting away with absolutely insane amounts of bullshit, because all we're talking about is Epstein. And then something actually happens, and then we just incorporate it into the fucking conspiracy. I can't wait for the invasion of Iran to start. So
that's like a week or so away.
Next week.
They're still moving the boats around.
So that we can find out why that's related to Epstein. And speaking of that, Mohammed Reza Nagard said the United States is finished. It is incapable of doing a damn thing, even if it deploys 12 aircraft carriers.
12 تا ناو هواپیمابرش هم بیاره اینجا هیچ غلطی نمیتونه امریکا بکنه. امریکا حتما شکست خورده است. امریکا ناتوان از هر تعرضی باید بره داخل خودش رو جمع کنه. همون لشکرکشی‌هایی که داخل ایالت خودش می‌کنه بره اونها رو جمع کنه. مسئولای ما چجوری میتونن آمریکا رو مایوس بکنن؟ امریکا دیگه مایوس هست. امروز سرافکنده دنیاست. رئیس جمهورش پرونده فساد اپستینشه. روابطش با صمیمی‌ترین دوستاش که اروپا و کانادا اینا باشن در آستانه جنگ امریکا دیگه تمام شد.
Yeah, sorry, Amira Bros. The US is finished apparently.
The
Iranians say so.
Yeah, but the US sink half of Iranian ships, I think in the 90s.
So, in a day. So, the US sank the entire Iranian Navy in a day.
I thought it was half, but yeah.
No, it was the whole thing.
Yeah. It was a proportional response.
Anyone notice not a single American general or high-rank official has responded or made threats while these clowns spout the most ridiculous shit every day? That should tell you which side is terrified. Calm and confident versus delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, it's true.
Meanwhile, the German Foreign Ministry has reissued an early advisory calling for all German citizens to immediately leave Iran, stating that further escalation of the security situation and military clashes cannot be ruled out amid ongoing tension between Iran and the United States. I did hear before the show that apparently the UK has told the US that they're not allowed to stage bombers in Diego Garcia. So they're not allowed to launch B-52s for strikes on Iran from Diego Garcia. Yet another reason that Trump should intervene in that.
Like, the US is going to care. They sold the land. I don't give a shit.
No, the US didn't sell the land. The US has at least...
No, the UK sold land, so the US don't give a shit.
No, but what the US should do is say, no, we're taking it over now.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to return it to the country that never had it. Okay, well, fuck that. It's ours now.
This base is US soil now.
We've declared that this is ours. Here's a couple of $100,000. Fuck off.
Yeah.
1776 will commence again.
Congratulations, we've saved you a few $1 billion that you're going to pay Madagascar in order to keep using the islands. And Madagascar can go suck a big fat one.
They can't do shit.
Treaty to transfer sovereignty. So they were trying to give. So the Brits are trying to give it to Mauritius.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
interesting.
Because that way the sun will set on the British Empire. Because that's Keir Starmer's dream as a fucking communist.
Right.
As a Leninist.
Yep.
He wants to destroy the West. And that's one of the last vestiges of one of the pillars of the West is the United Kingdom. And the Kingdom of England and Great Britain and Ireland.
Don't give a fuck about
any
of them.
And the sun never sets on it.
Yeah. Don't care.
Now the sun will set.
I do not care about the Europe or Britain or UK. Some people 6 generations ago made the people who came over.
Yeah,
I've got some British blood. I don't give a fuck.
Well, when the Arabs take over and expel you from the country, that's where you'll be landing. So, Claude Opus 6 wrote vulnerable code leading to a smart contract exploit with $1.78 million of losses. CB asset price was set to $1. The CB ETH asset price was set to $1.12 instead of $2,200. The PRs of the project show commits were co-authored by Claude. Is this the first hack of vibe-coded solidarity code? Co-authored by Claude Opus 6. LOL. Of course, humans behind AI decides and reviews the code. Yeah, review your fucking code, boys.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of code reviews, Amazon's internal AI coding assistant decided the engineer's existing code was inadequate, so the bot deleted it to start from scratch. That resulted in taking down parts of AWS for 13 hours and was not the first time it had happened. People said the agentic tool, which can take autonomous actions on behalf of users, determined that the best course of action was to delete and recreate the environment.
Lovely.
LOL. Amazon seems to be taking issue with the piece. Would love someone can pass this to explain if it defangs the FT's claims. A coding bot did not take down Amazon. Description was extremely limited. This disruption was an extremely limited event last December, affecting a single service, the Cost Explorer, which helps customers visualize, understand, and manage AWS costs and usage over time. Oh no! People couldn't access their cost graph. Oh, the humanity. Then again, as if you trust what a company says about what actually happened.
Yeah.
Open source game engine Godot is drowning in AI slop code contributions. I don't know how long we can keep it up. Projects like Godot are being swamped by contributors who may not even understand the code they're submitting. Don't do this. Don't. If you aren't an actual developer, if you're vibe coding something, do not submit the code to a fucking open source project.
You know who's doing it, right?
Trannies.
And Indians.
Oh yeah, of course, because they like to see they want to see their commit stats on GitHub. Well, if you want to do that, just commit to your own private fucking
They also want their
repos.
name on like public projects, so they can point it.
Oh, I'm a
put that on the
contributor.
resume.
I'm a contributor to this. I'm a contributor to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, where's my profile? Let's look at my profile quickly. Profile. Like, I've got 41 contributions in the last year, but they're all to my private fucking private GitHubs, like Gits, like don't fucking do this shit, man. Like, I would never fucking do that. Like, unless
No, 'cause
I
you're an
actually
actual competent coder.
No, I'm not a competent coder. Like, I'm a scripter. Like, I can write pretty complex scripts. And I can explain the logic behind. I can explain the steps that code would require to do something. So I can do BA work, no problem.
Yeah.
But that's just fucking retarded. Don't fucking do this. It's just dumb. And you're right. It's so that Pajeets can go, oh, I'm a contributor. Yes, sir, I'm a contributor to Godot. I contribute to multiple open source projects. I don't know why my Indian sounds like an Aboriginal, but yes, sir, I'm liking to contribute to much. Yeah, that's right. That's one of them. I've got like 4 or 5 websites built. The fucking stagehand. My own creation. Live stream content manager. So don't do this. Don't. This is not in. This is on GitHub, but it's not public. So anyway, Sarah Bond has resigned as president of Xbox. Also resigning is the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer, who's been at Microsoft for 38 years. He's being replaced by Asha Sharma. Who is Asha Sharma? What's this? What's this? Former President Sarah Bond posted this just 3 hours ago on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We love to learn more about how you play so we can continue improving Xbox accessibility features. Oh, God damn it.
Slight indication that she might not have been aware that she was getting removed.
So this is the new CEO, the new head of products. What is it? The new director or whatever. The new CEO of Xbox. This is her resume. So she was chief operating officer at Instacart. Then she was a board member. She is a board member of Coupang, a Fortune 200 technology platform and South Korea's largest e-commerce company.
Okay.
She's a board member at Home Depot. And she is president of Microsoft's core AI products. So she's leading the product portfolio for AI models, apps, agents, responsible AI, and developer tools for customers worldwide. Previously, she was the CVP head of product for Microsoft's AI platform.
Yay.
So she's
Microsoft
the reason.
Gaming's going to go from bad to
She
worse.
is the reason AI is jammed into all your garbage and everything related to Windows.
Now AI is going to get jammed into Microsoft Gaming.
Yep.
Hooray.
So guess what you can look forward to?
Gaslighting the AI to give you free games.
Yeah, that's right. Gaslighting the AI to give you free games. Anyway, that's all she wrote. That's it. We're done.
Really?
We are.
Damn.
We blew through it. Unless I forgot to open stuff.
I feel that February's been slow compared to January, when there was
let's
a
see.
lot of shit happening in
AI
January.
Aussie, communism, disaster of the week, Epstein zone, immigration update, Middle East, racism news, TDS, tech news, trans nonsense, UK news, Vale, and uncategorized. Nope, did it all.
No, there you go.
All done.
Like I said, I feel February's just a little bit slower.
Yep. So
Slower
my
than
show
January.
organizer has paid for itself, in that it cost me nothing, and I made it myself, but it still paid for itself. Speaking of paying for itself, you want to contribute to the show? You want to send us some money? It's always appreciated. I figured I'd just shill because I can. So, but yeah, have a great week. We're back next week, as fucking always. How many weeks until this? Until I turn into a pumpkin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, is that when your positions?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, 15.
15, 16, 17,
I don't know
18. 18 weeks until I turn into a pumpkin. So 18 weeks until I'm officially unemployed. Unless I find
Have
a...
you
unless
lined up
I
a new
find
job?
I have not lined up a new job. I haven't started looking for a new job yet.
Mm.
I'm going to leave it till May. Because, like, if I leave it to early May, like late April, like I'll start after Easter. Because I figure more notice than that for other, like, starting a job is too much.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
or I'll just wait until I'm unemployed.
I mean, you're gonna get.
Because I mean, look, there's a chance that the migration is not done because they seem to be very incompetent. They're not asking us any questions, so I can't answer them. So
fair enough.
They seem to presume that everything will be finished by, like, all the major business functions will be moved over by April. I don't think that's going to happen.
That's fine.
So yeah,
If they need you, you can just come back as a consultant.
well, that was my thinking. Yeah, I will take my redundancy, and then I will come back as a contractor to consult. So, Thermo going to be poor. Actually, technically, Costi, Thermo going to be rich for a very brief period of time.
Yeah.
So, I'll have more money in my bank account since I bought my house.
Then just throw it all.
Then
on
you
the
buy
mortgage.
another house.
Well, if it's in my bank account, it's already on the mortgage. So,
Yeah, true.
so the glory of
Yeah.
offset accounts. Anyway, have a great week, everyone. I love yous all.